good.
Okay, there we are.
We are live.
There's us.
Just hit that live streaming tab real quick for me. Just want to make sure.
End stream, it says.
Don't hit end stream.
Should I do hit end stream or not?
No.
Bunny's in the chat. I see.
Bunny's in the chat.
Medicare got assaulted by bunnies last night.
Was he?
Yes, I saw many bunnies in the chat there.
Oh, that's fascinating.
Good. Super chat is even better. Super chat Medicare with bunnies.
Before the show, we were talking about how if you wanted to really destroy your enemies, giving them a unifying icon of a adorable animal,
lovable,
it's not really
a tricky scamp that you can't catch.
This man is the scum of the earth. I compare him to a bunny rabbit. Like, it doesn't really. How does that hurt?
Question, is there any lovable characters that are also bunny rabbits? I don't think so. Are you sure? Are there any lovable characters that are known for outwitting stupid people with their brains and are wisecracking?
Right.
Are you sure? Think real hard. I don't think so.
In a way,
Can't think of any.
Comparing someone to a rabbit is perhaps the least... Of all the animals you could pick, the rabbit who throughout fables and cartoons and all of media is a trickster god who constantly delivers mischief.
Maybe check on the emoji thing on your phone if there's any emojis of the thing you're trying to insult somebody with.
What are rabbits known for?
Like checking for a trademark of your character of your comic book before you run and buy 100,000 copies that you now have to throw away if you lose the lawsuit.
That's
buddy. How about that one, dummy?
You could have had some rabbit-like wit when you came up with those names.
Call me a rapist. You know, you can't spin that one in a good way.
That's one that's a little more hurtful.
Just call me a rapist.
And this man is quite a rabbit of an individual.
Rabbit's close. Like, if you call me a rapist, I'll say like a rabbit?
Yeah, okay, you should have went with the too much fucking aspect of the rabbit. But to compare your mischievous nature.
I've got 2 retards now.
Yeah, you got all. You're stacking them.
I'm like, I don't tell people about this. My secret power is like Dragon Ball Z or Sonic.
Yeah,
that I collect retards. When I have all 7 of them, there are 7 known gigantic retards. Then I'll reach my full truest form.
You have 2 of the Infinity Gems.
I have 2 Infinity retards right now.
You have the Black Gem and the Armenian Gem. And you're working on getting the other colors.
There is a vaunted retard in every race that I must collect. And all my powers combine. I shall be the ultimate racist.
Well, as an Asian man, I object to Dick Masterson. No, you're making him more powerful.
Yes.
The Asian gem is mine.
Yes, feed me, retards.
If people of different ethnicities could stop emboldening Mr. Masterson and giving him access to the racial gems.
Or maybe you should just learn how to write a story.
Yeah, well.
Both of them.
At the end of the day, I go, this is a situation of your own doing.
Maybe you should just, do a second draft of your gay little comic.
If he made a good comic, we wouldn't be able to do anything. It would have come out. You would have read it, and you would have went, "Vito's a bitch," and I would have went, "Yeah, I'm a bitch," and that would have been the end.
All of us wanted you to be wrong.
I know.
Nobody more than me. Like, I cannot wait to read ISOM and show Vito what a gigantic bitch he's being, what a jealous bitch he is.
And ends up.
And then I said 2 weeks later, "Oh dear God."
We even wanted ISOM 2 to be good so we could stop talking about it. If ISOM 2 was good, we would have went, well, at least he listened to reason. Instead, it's just going to go on forever.
They're going after Nick now. It's breaking my heart hearing him talking about it.
Why are you going to Nick Rickety? Because he's friends with Dick? That's the stupidest thing in the world.
You guys are attacking. I mean, first of all, it's not going to work. Secondly, you guys are attacking things that I don't value, like friendships.
Right.
You're trying to spend Disney bucks at Caesar's Palace over there. You're not going to be friends with Dick anymore. We got you. Yeah, I mean, I like friendships.
Yeah.
I don't need them.
Right.
I love Nick. I'm just kidding.
I think it's sad.
I feel bad that he's getting shit. As I always say, disavow me. Whatever makes life easier,
honestly, I sent him a message.
He has integrity.
Yeah.
He has integrity.
I sent a message to Dick, and I'm like, listen, like, you don't feel like you're obligated in any way to anything.
Defend me ever. I don't care.
Well, because that whole sector, like our sector, like we don't care who's friends
Sector?
with. Well, whatever
When
it
the
is.
sector
yeah, all our
kicks
secret
in.
stuff and all the gnomes we hang out with and whatever else. I don't know. I don't think I police anybody's friendships, really. It's like, do what you want, hang out. You know, I might hate that guy,
care.
but I'm not going to tell you not to hang out with him or whatever else. But
He said our comic sucks.
he said one guy's comic sucks.
He's really messing with he's the fly in our ointment.
Why can't you just go like, well, they're allowed to think your comic sucks, man. Like, what do you want me to...
He's the pain in our ass. I'm like John McClane.
Do they all see Eric July as like their... I think some guys see him as like their ticket.
Of course.
He's their meal ticket.
Yeah.
Because he made $1 million on a comic and they want a part of it.
They want $1 million on their comic.
And they want it more than, you know, being a decent human being and just letting human beings have friendships that aren't dependent on some weird
you guys don't understand,
celebrity
though.
culture.
I'm on a mission to collect all the retards.
All the retard stones.
Gotta catch them all! Retard mon!
You've captured 2. Someday I'll betray you and you can have the Italian stone. How's that?
It's me in China.
Yeah.
Like Fast and Furious intro. Smoking, you know?
Yeah.
Being loud. I don't know. What am I doing to attract retard? Playing with a Thomas the Tank Engine set, and a guy comes over and says, "Where did you get that?" And I'm like,
You got a lot of plans.
then I'm in India.
Yeah.
Selling bootleg Sonic the Hedgehog shirts.
An autistic Indian child comes
That
along.
has a line drawn down the middle, so it looks like he has 2 guys, and 2 eyes. And somebody says, "Hey, that's not
how Sonic has 6 spines on the back, not 8 spines." You go, I got another one.
another one."
All right, Dick. I hope you obtain all the stones. I really do. And I wish you luck.
Sorry. Okay,
You can run the intro. Oh, yeah.
Oh man, I'm sweating so much.
I know.
Because I'm going to prison.
Biggest problem in the universe.
Welcome to the biggest problem in the universe, the only show that ranks every problem in the universe from emails that say we to from emails that we wrote to Libertarian IP Code. That doesn't even rhyme.
All right. Nice try.
Host Dick Masterson. Joining me as always is Vito Giswoldi.
Hi, Dick.
What's up, man?
Yeah, well, what a week.
feels like
fucking
years
roller
in
coaster.
hard time.
It does feel like yes. I'm just trapped in an endless tard spiral that will never end. Every day I gotta wake up.
Yeah.
Everyone going, well, actually, 3 years ago, Vito tweeted that he was gonna. And I'm like, yeah, I know. You guys don't like jokes.
But they do, because they've all joked. Every person on the planet has joked about rape and pedophilia.
Yeah.
Like, every single one.
Killing a baby, throwing a baby at the wall, whatever.
Yeah.
But you're not allowed to. Here,
you are not allowed because they're bullies.
I'm not allowed because they're bullies, and they can. You can't make jokes on Twitter because they won't screenshot any of the context surrounding the joke or who you were responding. It doesn't matter.
Who fucking cares? Doesn't matter.
I know.
They were never gonna like you.
I don't like them. That's the more important part. As I'm like, listen, guys, I don't like you, but I'm also not gonna like just blatantly lie about you.
Yeah.
You know, that's the part that drives me nuts. As I'm like, you guys can tell the truth about me and say I suck. That's fine. I've done lots of stupid shit.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Okay. Are we ready to?
Yeah. What
last week?
Who won last week?
I forgot how to do this show. It's been so much bullshit. I did a huge bonus episode watching that Maddox video.
I still have to watch that bonus
frame.
episode. I'm excited.
Oh man,
that video is.
I forgot how pissed off I could be at that guy.
I didn't realize. Honestly, like I knew he was dumb, and
Yeah.
obviously I get stories from you, and I listen to like old episodes, and I know dumb stuff he's done.
Yeah.
But that video was the first time that I went
fresh dumb.
I was like, oh, he's like actually just the stupidest person in the world. He's insane.
Okay. The problems, the winner from last week was the 5-day work week.
That's a good one.
Obviously. Fake libertarians next. The royal we. I thought that would be first.
One.
I watched the whole stream today, or like an hour, where it was 2 guys dissecting who you were talking about when you said we in like a 5-minute conversation.
Oh my God, dude. I really need to remove that from my vocabulary. For some reason, I assumed every human being on the planet understood, like, speaking in generalities.
No, wrong.
No, they don't. It's really weird. I've seen them like pull that on other people before too. There was like some female journalist who said like, you know, like
we lie all the time.
Yeah, we
lie.
lie.
I don't know if she was meant women or journalists.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Yeah.
Like, oh, they admit it. It's like, yeah, all right.
The crushing realization that this is as good as it gets is one of your
#1.
sad boy problems.
I've been thinking about that problem a lot lately.
Sometimes you come into my house and you're like a fucking dark cloud.
Yeah.
Like, what was that? What's that cartoon with the cloud that follows the guy? Is it a peanut?
Well, I was thinking of Charlie Brown.
Yeah.
I was thinking of that.
Some days you're John Candy, and some days you're fucking, I don't know,
Some
lame-o
days
Candy.
I'm fun. Good old lame-o Candy, the famous cousin of John Candy who killed all those people. Nobody likes that guy.
And then mugshot envy is dead last. What the hell?
Not many people want to get arrested. Not everybody wants a mugshot.
Well, that's why I have so much envy, because I don't want to be arrested, but I want the mugshot.
Why don't you go to one of those like Wild West booths where you get behind the fake cage and you look like a gangster? You ever do that?
I have done that, yeah.
Yeah, so there you
pretty
go.
cool, but it's not.
It's pretty cool.
People use your mugshot to advertise for you.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like, take this. And it's not a gotcha. It's
that
awesome.
Trump mugshot is getting around. T-shirts, bumper stickers. Everybody loves it.
Okay, let's see here. Manny says, I should have read this one. Thoughts of existential dread to shots of presidential head. Yeah, that's rhymes,
really good. That's
Thank
a good
you,
one.
Manny. Waylon says, Vito, you're not allowed to kill yourself. I pre-ordered Super Killer, so you're trapped here like the rest of us.
That is how it works until I fulfill the comic.
Martin O'Keefe says, maybe a lawsuit will make Vito too stressed to eat.
Well, I think the stress of the threat and everything that I did lose some weight. I was like, I can't eat. An insane millionaire psychopath.
Yeah.
Again, he's known for throwing his money away. It's like his favorite thing. Is to spend money on shit he doesn't need to. And I'm not going to get into it because he gets crazy every time I do. But
yeah.
His spending is out of control. I could see him going to a lawyer and be like, I need to destroy this fat boy. Here's $1 million. Just fuck with him. Do anything. I don't know, man.
The rabbit and the somebody called us the rabbit and the tortoise.
Yes.
Right, for tortoise interference.
I am tortoise interference. You are
Busterback.
the man with the hair. And I need if anyone knows where to get it, I guess I could just get a TMNT costume for Halloween. I want to go as tortoise interference for Halloween this year.
Okay. We're doing a couple's costume, or are you just
doing
going
a
as
couple's
tortoise
costume.
interference?
Let's do it.
Oh, good. I need an excuse to get out of this couple's costume. Brasive says, we need to live more simplistic lives with less BS. End quote. Says the man who won't even go outside without his phone. He's talking about you.
Yeah, I know. My life is a fucking mess.
You did say we need to be less complicated with our lives, but you won't even like go outside.
I don't know how to get away from my phone. I got to figure out like what. Somebody else left a comment and they're
Smash it.
Where you were like, yeah, but then what do I do all day?
Look around.
Look at a wall.
Yeah,
look at the grass.
Sure, go outside, meet people, meet other retards. You know,
Then I have to talk to people.
Yeah, that's
I'm
true.
terrified of people. I went to Josh Denny's house yesterday. That was fun.
Oh, did you guys smooth things over?
Yeah, I think we're okay.
Okay.
I think.
There's that word again.
We.
Abraham says, I want to see Vito lose the weight and get in shape so he can fight Eric July. That's the reality I want to live in. Wow, what are the odds of you and Eric fighting?
I've had
fighting.
I've had multiple suggestions that a celebrity boxing match is in order.
That'd be a good fight.
I think you guys got to give me a couple more months to, maybe more than a couple, get down to fighting weight.
Maybe like a Tard Rage in the cage kind of fight.
I mean, I think of, what I was thinking of the other day. Remember Uwe Boll?
Yeah.
The guy who made all those shitty movies, and then when critics said he
Low-Tax.
didn't like him, had to fight Low-Tax.
Yeah.
I mean, Eric July is basically a black Uwe Boll. He's like
Interesting.
a critic. Well, that's furious to me. You're not allowed to critique my stuff.
Yeah, of course
It's a lot
not.
worse, though, because he was a critic himself and still is. That's what drives me the most nuts about all this, is these guys every fucking day are like, I hate this. This is the worst. Disney, blah, blah, blah.
Spider-Man's not black. Spider-Man's not black. Spider-Man's not black. Okay.
I go, well, I don't like ISOM. Why are you trying to destroy his business?
My livelihood.
He has a company and he has employees. You're trying to destroy his livelihood. Well, I just didn't like his comic. You're not allowed to do that. You can't do that. All right, well.
You got to negotiate with him. Like, no, actually, I want his employees to die.
Don't want that.
Well, I'll settle on getting
I don't want that.
Just joking.
Stop that. Stop it. Nothing to do
Mystic
with
Marbles says, Vito antagonizes a bunch of drama-based e-celebs. Also, Vito, Why is everyone always coming after me?
I know. I assumed that I could criticize public figures and that they would like
take it,
roll with
ass.
it.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like they can fire back and be like, Vito's a piece of shit. That's fine. But man, they go hard in the paint. Jesus Christ. Eric July's trying to tell every one of his followers, well, that guy has sex with children. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, jeez, dude, I made fun of your comic. Holy shit.
Why did I saw him retire? Why wasn't he out there fighting guys like me?
Yeah, why don't you have him beat up a pedophile in the next one? That would be more interesting than what's been going on. Yeah, he's going to at some point put a big fat guy like me in there. And then I'm going to fucking Tony Twist his ass. Did you ever hear about the... Todd McFarlane fucked around. There was a hockey player named Tony Twist.
Okay.
So in Spawn, he made a character named Tony Twist who was a mobster pedophile. And the hockey player went, that's my name. Like, if you Google Tony Twist now, it comes up with Spawn character, pedophile mobster, and you clearly drew him to look like me.
Yeah, you just put, you can't put me in there and then say I'm a mob boss.
And like, he literally got all of Todd McFarlane's money. Like, Todd McFarlane...
Oh, really?
Yeah, dude, 20 issues into Spawn, Todd McFarlane lost all his money to this guy, like $20 million.
That's a bit much.
And he's like, well, I guess that was a bad mistake I made. Yeah, dude, it was like his big fuck up. Is the show going good?
Yeah, I think it's going good.
Yeah.
Riley would call me if it wasn't going well.
So yeah, that was Todd McFarlane almost lost everything. He's like, well, I guess I just got to keep making the Spawn shit, even though I lost literally every dollar I've made from it so far.
Take the Snake Roberts says, I saw the blue wig in the thumbnail and I thought it was a turban. Lol.
A lot of people thought that.
Are we allowed
Send
to
a turban to the show?
I'll
wear whatever. Well, I can wear a turban. I just can't make certain noises while I wear the turban.
What?
You know, like, hello, welcome to...
You mean speech? What do you mean certain noises? Welcome to what? What were you welcoming me
to my place, the business that I have.
What place?
Hey, it's
a turban store?
A turban store. We sell turban there.
Is there a good deal?
Got a good deal for you, of course, my good friend. See, if I was wearing the turban while I said that, it wouldn't be okay.
So you can...
I'm doing that. That was actually a rural southern character is what I was doing there.
Are you worried that... Are you worried if Eric's fans will get a hold of the Infinity Gauntlet? And
and turn me to dust?
Yeah.
Snap their fingers? I worry about that.
The Yone Ranger says Phase 2 of Operation White Rabbit is underway. Wink, wink.
Oh, good. The gay ops continue.
The gay hops.
Gay hops.
Rabbits rise up, says me. Hack the movies. Last one says, in hindsight, maybe I shouldn't have mentioned all the Eric July stuff when I called in a year ago with my problem.
I forgot that Tony from Hack the Movies is responsible for this. Because I was talking a little bit of shit on Twitter, like, yeah, this guy's an idiot and his comic's going to suck. And I was like, well, that's not interesting for the show.
Then he brought it to my attention, and I said, there it is. The black retard. I can feel it.
I can feel a sense.
I can feel it.
Something is here. A presence I haven't felt in many years.
Since Banana Docs went offline.
Tony, thank you for starting possibly the greatest arc in the show's history.
It's 2-year history, yeah.
The memes are going strong.
We'll see you guys at the live show, by the way.
Yes.
If you're coming, make one mule carry all the liquor in, so we only get charged for him.
That's true.
But
we get charged for $5 everybody who has liquor, but if you give it all to one guy.
Yeah, and don't heckle. We'll kill you.
Don't fucking heckle the show. I will kick people out this time, man. Stop.
Okay.
Have a little fun.
Do it.
I don't want to kick anybody out. I'm too nice.
Me either, but
also it's gonna be a tight fit.
We'll have the security pull your pants down and slap your bare ass in front of everybody.
Yeah. Bring lots of money for merch. Can have a big merch table after the show. No, we can't have
You're such a fuck.
No, I'm not a fuck. You are like fat and happy because you've been doing podcasting for like a decade or whatever the fuck, making all this money the whole time.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, I can make a couple extra bucks selling t-shirts or whatever else. And you're like, yeah, I don't know. That sounds gay.
It's
don't
just
do
a lot
that.
of work.
I got it. Look,
who's gonna work the merch
fans,
booth? My girlfriend is not working the merch booth.
Well, here's the thing:
She's not doing anything.
It'll be after the show. I'm gonna set up.
So
the
you're
table.
gonna do it.
I'll do it.
Okay.
I'm gonna work the merch because we don't. It's such a tight venue. We can't even have a merch table until after the show.
So you're gonna be the merch table.
I'm gonna have to drag a table out and put it on the stage and go, everybody.
Everybody
come give me money.
Now.
Come on stage.
I don't know, man.
It's gonna be a mess.
That's rough.
It is rough.
Don't you want to go out drinking after the show?
Oh, we're going to hang out
laughs?
for like 30 minutes, and then we'll go drinking.
All right. Do we have anything? That's all my comments.
All the tickets for the show are sold out. If we have any I don't know. Are we going to have people refund here and there?
Yeah, but if anybody asks me for a refund, I just go on the site and click refund, and it pops up in the inventory, and it's immediately gone.
Okay.
So if you want a ticket, just sit on that page and press F5 all day. Don't do anything else.
Yeah, just all day long, refresh the ticket page.
All right.
We're going to have fun. Am I going first? Because we want to
have a...
I have a certain segment. Thanks for reminding me.
You're welcome.
One we haven't done in a while because we keep having guests.
Okay.
But we're back to the regular schedule, and we are ready to vote it up. Oh, yeah.
Wow, yeah. All right.
Go vote. I don't care how. I don't care if you like it or you disavow. Keep that in mind when you're trying to vote.
Yeah.
Go to the website, biggestproblem.show.
Oh,
Votes
yeah.
are a valuable thing. Seth Rogen, IRS, and work marketing. Watch them tick up till the end of the week when Vito's in the lead, but then Dick has to cheat. Tweeting out to the guys from the Dick Show. Harvesting his votes, but he's mad at Joe. Trying to hold on, but didn't even know. Killing your dog just to watch you vote. Vito's coming out here trying to be fair. Sucking his dicks from an expert armchair. We just want to see what it ends up to be, but only go vote if you're voting for me. Don't be a cock. If you don't, I'll push you up a ladder. Down to the ground. And when you land, your head's gonna shatter.
Push you off a ladder.
Push you off a ladder.
That's pretty good.
Tremendous. Oh, yeah. Thank you.
Guys, welcome to Vote It Up, the segment where we revisit past problems and put them in a new context. Dick, this was a recent one from episode 95. It was the anti-plastic movement.
Oh, okay.
Well, a new study has found that paper straws potentially contain toxic chemicals, which could pose a risk to people, wildlife, and the environment.
Yeah.
A European study tested 20 different brands of drinking straws and found that poly and perfluoralkyl substances, also known as PFAS, were found in the majority of paper and bamboo straws tested. These chemicals can lead to a number of health problems such as liver damage, thyroid disease.
Oh, that's the worst. That's the worst possible problem that there could be. Wait a minute.
Look,
we gotta ban these. I'm
liver
being
damage.
serious. I'm being deadly serious. We've got to get rid of these papers.
Fertility issues, and even cancer.
Paper straws have been hurting us more than anybody.
Yes.
No wonder we're so upset about them. Liver damage and obesity. Oh no. You know what? There needs to be.
I think the paper straws are what made me obese. I think that's been the problem.
You're probably right.
I gained a lot of weight once they introduced paper straws.
Women have been getting so fat recently in the last couple thousand years. I've noticed that they've been really porking out. There needs to be like a news feed just for articles for men to shove in their wife's face. You know?
Yeah.
Like, oh, paper straws! Take that, you bitch! You said they were so good for the environment, but nothing else. I don't want to comb through all this news all day. Like, Ukraine, don't care.
News to own idiots with. You like
specifically your wife.
News to own women.
Yeah, news to own women.
Well, guys, currently the anti-plastic movement is number 297 with 162 upvotes. Don't forget, you can always vote it up if you're sick of these paper straws. Well, I've also got, Dick, from all the way back in episode 14, I caught a lot of shit for this problem. I don't know why. Public urination laws.
Oh, yeah, that's true, though.
We shouldn't have them because they're insane.
You went kind of nuts, though, if I recall.
We're a little too overzealous with the laws. Let's be clear, okay? And I'll give you an example.
Yeah.
Mississippi police officers are under fire after arresting a 10-year-old boy for urinating in public. The African-American youth who was urinating behind his mother's vehicle in a parking lot was removed from the mother's custody and brought to the police station and officially charged.
Really?
The officer responsible for the arrest is no longer employed by the department, which says other officers will be disciplined regarding the event. Arresting a 10-year-old boy
for pissing behind a car?
Peeing behind a car.
What the fuck?
What's going on?
How was he alerted of it and then arrested? How long was that piss? There's this little black kid.
I think some of these cops, they see a little kid pull their pants down and they go, ooh.
They all have a sixth sense, cops, when a little boy's butt, especially a black one, is bared. Whoa, I gotta get over there.
I think look, I don't want to play too much in the racial aspect, but I do imagine a cop.
Who are you?
Being like, hey, I can cause trouble for an African-American youth.
Yeah.
The mom was there. The mom.
He's only going to get into 10 out of 12 Ivy League schools now.
Okay. Well, he can put this on his record, yeah. And when they ask him to write his diversity statement, he can go, now, listen, I'm not saying it happened because I'm black, which I am black, by the way.
That's why they could see my dick was out from 200 yards away.
Yeah, that's why. They probably saw it and they went, that grown man has his penis out. His huge grown man. Oh, wait, it's just a small black child. Never mind. Let's arrest him anyway. Well, Dick, that's public urination laws, which is currently negative with negative 176 upvotes.
Yeah.
Don't forget, guys, come on. You gotta vote it up.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Go vote. I don't care how. I don't care if you like it or you disavow.
My Lord and
Keep
Savior.
that in mind when you're
My
trying
Lord
to vote.
and Savior. I believe you can find them online.
Votes are a valuable thing. Seth Rogen, IRS, and work marketing. Watch them tick up till the end of the week when Vito's in the lead, but then Dick has to cheat.
You do
Tweeting
cheat.
out to the guys from the Dick Show. Harvesting his votes, but he's mad at Joe.
You just log into the website and you go, I'll just give myself a couple of hundred extra votes.
Just to watch you vote.
Have a little IP address randomizer.
Sucking his dicks from an expert armchair. We just want to see what it ends up to be, but only go vote if you're voting.
Vote it up, don't be a cock. If you don't, I'll throw you up a ladder.
Onto the
Ground where your head is going to shatter. Now, Dick, you did win, but I think we agreed we want to lead off
Yeah,
with
go
this
for
problem,
it. Go
Dick.
for it.
There's a problem. I had trouble coming up with the exact metaphor.
See the poll I put up in the chat, by the way? Who could do more push-ups, Maddox or Null from Kiwi Farms?
I don't think that any of them could do any push-ups. Not saying I could either, but I don't look at either of those guys and go, yeah, that's a fit individual. What's the most recent picture of Null, though?
I don't know.
It's still just that fat moon face fucking picture of him from like
just
10 years
asking
ago.
questions.
All right.
All right, go ahead.
Maybe he's getting swole. Here's what I came up with. I'm calling this problem watching a man drown. Now,
Usually I would say that's funny or,
well, I'm going to say I don't think it is funny. I think it's tragic. From a young age, we like to teach swimming, okay? It's a valuable skill. The ability to keep yourself afloat in the water. It's very important for all human beings. You may find yourself at the pool, in the ocean.
Yeah.
And maybe the waters seem calm at one point, but all of a sudden they start to get choppy. Maybe a wave knocks you back or a
wave
riptide
knocks you right out of work and you got to swim for some reason. It happens all the time.
Maybe there's a riptide you feel is pulling you down. Some sort of.
Maybe there's a beautiful girl you got to save.
Beautiful girl you need to save. Yeah,
some money.
Doesn't want to be saved, or maybe a different person saves her from a ocean tide wedding or some sort. Yeah, sure. Point is, you're drowning. The water is overtaking you.
Okay.
And everybody is telling you, well, just stop fighting against the water. Stop thrashing. Stop thrashing. Just
see, the metaphor falls apart.
No. Just swim to shore.
Quicksand would be better.
Sure, quicksand.
Watching a man drown in quicksand.
Any situation where a man could easily help himself.
Stop thrashing. It's quicksand. Stop. It's going to swallow you. It's going to swallow you. Stop. Just go limp. Go limp. Accept it. Accept your reality and go limp and you can float. I'm pretty sure I saw it on a G.I. Joe cartoon.
When you're in a situation that is of your own creation.
Yeah.
And everyone.
Like you jumped into quicksand and go, I'll show this quicksand.
This will be fine.
I'll show this gay quicksand.
This sand is fine. And everyone's going to be on my side. And the second I step in it, everyone's going to go, hey, we don't want this guy in quicksand. And they're going to lift me out. And you're going to realize, well, everybody thinks you're a fucking idiot and you're the reason for the quicksand. Why did you go into quicksand?
Yeah, you're going to have to say what you're talking about because now people are losing this metaphor, I think.
I think that if you're an internet personality.
Oh, you're talking about Maddox.
Okay. Yeah. And you've had years sinking in the quicksand, struggling against it.
Yeah.
And it's threatening to swallow you.
Yeah.
And everyone is telling you, well, just stop fighting. You lost.
This is me with my retard medallion. Yeah.
So just slowly pull yourself out, admit that it was stupid to be thrashing against it the entire time.
Yeah.
And leave the jungle. Get out of the ocean. Accept the light. And you
Go
have
back to Utah.
Yes. You have people on all sides who are going, well, you know, just take care of yourself and, you know, you can make fun videos again and you don't
Maddox's fans are commenting on the video like he just survived cancer.
Yes.
Like, it's good to see you back, man.
Well, they're
concentrate on your.
He's dragging people into the quicksand with him. They're all going down in this quagmire of stupidity. Mm-hmm. Where at the end of the day, it's like, just admit you fucked up. You fucked up.
Admit that you got upset.
You got overly upset.
Yeah.
And everybody, first of all, would be, we all understand going nuts crazy for a girl. You want to fucking make your perfect wife. Yeah. And then a beautiful Gaston type, you know, figure comes along with his muscles.
I played Gaston.
Yeah, I know you did. You know, and you're the chubby friend of Gaston. Well, who is that motherfucker? You know.
Why are you saying Gaston?
Is it Gaston?
What do you mean, is it Gaston?
It's been forever since I've seen Beauty and the Beast.
Yes, it's Gaston.
Okay. No one eats like Gaston.
No one eats like Gaston?
It's been, I only see it written out. I haven't watched the movie in a while. Okay. All right. Wouldn't it make more sense for it to be Gaston? Isn't that like more French sounding?
Oh, okay.
He's a French character.
Yeah, but they don't have like.
They don't have the
only one guy
in
has a super thick French accent in that movie.
Yeah, it's supposed to be French.
Lumery, I think is his name.
Lumiere.
Yeah.
Regardless of this Beauty and the Beast lore, point is that Gaston won. Okay, as he was always meant to do. And maybe you are the disgusting, disfigured beast who had a secret lair that you wanted to drag the girl into and teach her a lesson about whatever, you know? But it doesn't usually happen that way. So you just go, well, you know.
Because you're not the beast, you're like that little gay friend of Gaston.
Yeah, exactly. You're the little fat, chubby one that Josh Gad played. It was actually gay.
Yeah.
And you just go, well,
you're very affected by Maddox's meltdown because you wanted him to do better.
Well, because I see so much of myself in Maddox. Where
like
I
what?
Go, he's too defensive. He's defensive the way I'm defensive.
Yeah.
Where it's like, Vito, you fucked up, and I go, no, I didn't. I didn't do anything wrong. I never did anything wrong.
People make pedophile jokes. I'm making a pedophile joke right now.
Right. And at a certain point, I have to go, shouldn't have fucked around on Twitter, you know. I should have understood some of these guys have big followings.
Yeah.
Yes. All right, I picked some bad fights that I could not win.
Yeah.
Which is fine. I accept that now.
That's right. I'll finish all these guys off.
Well, yeah, I'm leaving it up to Gaston. Gaston, do whatever you want. All right? I'm just trying to have fun at this point.
I eat a lot of eggs.
Yeah. I was like, I'll make fun of this black guy. He's got millions of dollars. He's not going to care. And then he got really mad. And I'm like, I thought he wouldn't care at all. I thought he'd be like, man, I got millions of dollars.
Why would I give a shit?
Why would I give a shit?
Why would I give a shit about this guy? I'm married. I got a wife.
Yeah,
I got a warehouse. I'm set. I don't give a fuck if you make fun of me.
He had more going on, but I guess not. He's just a really thin-skinned internet guy. Regardless, you know, you lost a situation. You went over the top. You started fucking around.
Yeah. You don't think his video is good? Maddox's video?
No, his video is ridiculous. It's the most ridiculous
You don't think calling Justin Wang a plagiarist?
He's not a plagiarist. He didn't even make a good case of plagiarism. At one point, when we started watching the video, I'm like, oh, maybe he found like some really, like, maybe Justin Wang really is plagiarizing.
Yeah, with that, because it's happened before.
See, this article says George Washington was the first president, and in his video, he says the first president was George Washington. Huh. That's plagiarism.
Got it, man.
And it's like, no, Maddox, you can't, like, facts cannot be plagiarized. How are you this? It was like the cuck video again, where he just doesn't understand a very
he understands.
Does he though? Like, that's what I don't understand. That's what I don't know. That's what drives me nuts. I'm driven nuts as I go, does he know that's not plagiarism and he's fucking around? Or does he actually think that that's plagiarism?
Now, this is why it's so important to have. What I love is that all these new Zoomers are being introduced to the cuck video for the first time. And they, you know, so long ago they get.
Did he leave that video up? Is it still on his page?
Yes, and the comments are hysterical. They never stopped.
Yeah, well, that was the other thing is that I went again. why are you making this worse? Because now you're right. I am watching an entire new generation. I saw Bo Blacks.
Yeah.
Who was like, I didn't know a lot of this Maddox stuff because it was like before my time. I was probably in middle school when this shit was going on.
Yeah.
And now I'm a huge, YouTube guy with like 300,000 subscribers. Let me look into this Maddox, idiot.
Seems awfully retarded.
Yeah, he seems kind of absolutely insane. Interesting. And I'm like, no, Maddox, you could have reinvented yourself for this new generation. That's the thing. It's what they say about comebacks. You got to go away to come back. Okay? He did the going away. He did a pretty good job of just kind of disappearing.
Yeah.
And I know it drove you nuts because you're like, fuck, I can't monetize this motherfucker anymore.
Actually, I was sick of making fun of his Banana Doc stuff. Like, it was getting a little old. And in his absence, I actually started to feel bad for him and want him to succeed. And then he came back with lying and implying in a way that only he can do, and Eric too. And I thought, man, I remember why I fucking hated you, man. Ooh, it's back on.
And even me, where I'm like, look, you guys have every reason to hate Maddox. It makes perfect sense to me. Me, obviously, he's never done anything wrong to me. So I'm like, I still am like, I hope this guy figures things out. I hope he gets back on his feet. And then I watch it back and I'm like, no, never mind. I fucking hate this guy now. God
figuring it out,
man.
Like that.
How are you that stupid?
Everyone has
Jenny Tommy two-tone number, and he fucking tried to pretend that that's doxing his girlfriend
because it had an area code on it. So that is someone's phone number, dipshit. So someone, first of all, no.
They could have changed the numbers at random until they got to my girlfriend's actual phone number.
310-821-4960.
That's doxing. Why'd you dox that person right now? Oh my God.
I'm gonna start listing social security numbers too. 111-11-1111.
Stop doxing all these people. So yeah, it's watching a guy set himself on fire. It's watching a guy just like, don't worry, I got this. And I'm like, no, you're sinking under the waves. You're sinking under the quicksand.
On fire too. That's horrible.
How did you even manage that? And instead of just doing the smart, sensible thing and slowly but surely rising up out of the muck, slowly swimming to shore, instead just allowing yourself to be taken by the current, keep thrashing against the fucking waves, and drown and die.
The metaphor's all over the place. I hope your comic has better writing than this metaphor.
In the quicksand issue, it's going to be real good. Now, this metaphor makes perfect sense.
Checkmate.
It makes perfect sense. Everybody understood it.
Is that your problem?
Expertly.
Watching a man drown?
My problem is watching a man drown.
Drown himself.
Yes.
Keep shoving his own face in the toilet bowl. Why am I want anyone help me?
I don't understand. You're swimming in the wrong direction.
I just wanted the stereos to leave me the fuck alone. The reason I sued is because I wanted the stereos to leave me the fuck alone.
Yeah.
I'm a hardcore killer. I just wanted the stereos to leave me the fuck alone and my livelihood alone.
That's why I dragged Justin Wang into this for no reason.
Because I want these guys to leave me the fuck alone.
Leave me alone. That's why I spent the last 3 years making a video so they'll leave me the fuck alone. Oh, you succeeded in canceling a stereo. It's a guy with a podcast with like 12 listeners. Good work, I guess.
Oh, that's uncalled for.
Well, what's the stereos even doing? I'm saying
He's doing great, I assume. He doesn't want to get roped back into all this stuff.
I'm just saying, it's like, what's even the point of going at that guy? He's not like a big guy. That's why you had to go with Justin Wang, because if it said, I'm attacking a stereos, everyone would have been like, who the fuck is it? What are you talking about?
Justin's a nice guy. He's not going to attack him back. Stereos is a nice guy. Won't attack him back. That's all these guys do. Attack nice guys.
I guess it's true. Justin put out a little defense of himself, but you're right. He's not going to make a whole video.
He's not going to spend like
debunking
8
this
years
idiocy.
Making fun of him. Another 8 years. Okay.
Is your theory that Maddox will put out more videos about this nonsense?
I think he'll put out a me video. He's probably already got it made.
Yeah, because it took him 3 years to make this one, so maybe he's got a whole bunch of these queued up.
He'll use my real name,
What's the worst thing he could say about you, though? You called him a cuck?
I guess. I don't know. What is he gonna say? I'm a racist? Or he'll just say, he'll take everything bad to say about somebody and just manufacture screenshots to fit it. He'll take shit I said in a jest.
Yeah.
Or that I meant. I don't know.
Should make like a funny video about
He said
how
I was
kids
racist against Mexicans because they fucked up my order at McDonald's, and I said, fucking Mexicans. You told a big story about that. That means I'm racist.
Torture your own people. You're allowed to say that.
All right. My problem is listening to women's advice for hitting on women. That sounds a little wordy. Listening to women giving dating advice.
Dating tips from women.
Women's dating advice.
Sure.
A very good friend of mine said he asked a woman what he should do about this waitress that he had a flirtation with, a crush on. What should I do about it? And she goes, well, you can't ask a waitress out at work. And I heard this story and I said, well, that's wrong.
That's incorrect.
You can do whatever you want.
Yeah, go nuts.
If she likes you, it's not gonna. That's crazy. What do you mean you can't? There's a number of things you cannot do.
I mean, not if she's. You should wait until the end of the meal. You don't want to get there and go, hey, you want to go on a date? She goes, no, and you go, okay, I'll get another Coke. Because that could get awkward.
Right.
Yeah.
For your own meal.
Yeah.
You don't want to mess up your meal by getting rejected. It's easier to get rejected on a full stomach.
Yeah.
Probably after you tip.
That's
when you ask.
You give a nice big tip and you go, hey, you ever like going bowling?
Can I get your
Women love bowling.
make sure you show her the Venmo while you're filling it out and put 1, 0 and then say, so can I get your number? Hover over there. Oh, okay, yeah, cool. Another was 0.
Ooh.
Her advice was to make sure it's the flirtation is there and then to quote, give her your phone number after asking if that was okay. And I said, well, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard because women don't even call. Women don't respond to appointments that they made. They're definitely not going to go out of their way to text some freed cock on Friday night. They're going to hide under a blanket listening to true crime. That's not what women. Who are you? How are you a woman, and you think this is what is normal behavior for a woman? Just go through their phone trolling for dick with random. Of course, it's not. They're not going to do that.
No.
What do you think their opener would be? Hey, how about that penis? You got a hot penis over there? What are they going to want to talk to anybody about? They just stew in paranoid delusion and fear.
I don't think
all day.
Women don't know what they want, right? That's always the thing.
They sit on Instagram looking at puppies.
Yeah.
And absorbing emotional trauma from their friends. That's all they do.
You have to interrupt their thought process with a text like, hey, what are you doing?
Yes.
What are we doing tonight?
Women give dating advice as though they are a lesbian. So it's the worst possible to never have any sex at all. Right? And they have the audacity to give this advice still, even though they have never done that.
Dog shit, yeah.
You should give her your number. Well, have you ever texted a guy that gave you his number? God, no. That's a huge turnoff.
I don't think women realize they're terrible communicators, too. So it's like, if you try to get a woman to contact you, she doesn't want to talk to anybody. I watched a video the other day where it was like a lady, like, making dinner and taking care of her kids.
Is this part of your porn torrent?
Yeah, it was part of my porn. This is what I get off
dinner?
to. Yeah, a lady making dinner.
Yeah, some spaghetti. I'm gonna put in some mozzarella.
That sounds pretty hot. And then it cuts to her husband on the couch, just like playing on his phone. She's like, "Can you believe that this is?" It's like, well, just tell him you need help.
Tell me about your comic.
Tell him you need help making dinner. Tell him, women don't reach out.
The worst. Well, absolute. Just do the opposite. Ask a woman what you should do, especially with their friends. They'll lie up a storm.
Yeah.
And then they get together and talk about how the many ways you've disappointed them in their minds already before you even talk to them.
So how should you approach a waitress? Just go, bitch, let me get them digits.
I already explained the tip part. Yeah. That's a good one. Make sure the money is out there. When you're asking, make sure you have some actual money on the table. So go to the ATM before you go there and just sit your money in a pile.
You do got to flaunt.
In front of you.
You got to flaunt a little bit of like, hey, who's this guy?
Yeah, if you have a nice watch, go ahead and go like this, right in their face.
Get on your phone and loudly talk about a big business deal.
Yeah.
Be like, we gonna close that or not? We got like $1 million riding on this thing, and I get like a 50% commission on that.
And I get most of it. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And you go, I'm sorry. Can I get another plate of the $100 chicken wings, please?
Whatever they tell you to do the opposite.
Yes.
That's rule number 1 when it comes to women. That's my problem. I don't know if you in the audience have ever
tried to hit on
a woman's
woman.
Advice on anything. Please write in.
I think you gotta. What is the best way to? You gotta get them talking about them. They love it.
Yeah, put them on the defensive. What's your favorite? Do you even know what dinosaurs are?
Do you
dumb
know
bitch.
what dinosaurs,
Do you know what dinosaurs are?
I don't know if that's the best go-to line necessarily.
Talk to them about Ralph. Ethan,
Yeah, women are
do you
all
listen
up
to
on
the
the
Kill
Ethan
Stream?
Ralph draw. Are you a big Killstream listener? Are you a Ralphomaniac, as we all are?
them for advice on hitting on a woman.
Yeah, that's not a that's
Anything
not,
to get them fucking talking about something they don't know anything about.
Ask them if they're watching Downton Abbey or whatever the fuck. I like that show's probably not on TV anymore.
Yeah.
What are women watching? What are women into?
Who cares?
Bitching.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ask them if they're watching some baking show. What their favorite show with baked goods
No,
is.
don't make them list anything. You got to get them thinking about. You got to get them trying to, because their brains are connected to their vagina. So if one starts working, so does the other. Problem is, it's so hard to get either one started. You got to get. Where'd the roly-polies go at? Where'd you
Yeah.
get these shoes? I love the shoes. Where did you get the shoes?
If we have any female listeners of this show, call in and tell us what you think is the best advice.
And we'll do the opposite.
so we can do the opposite. Yeah, we're going to dissect what you think.
And if you say the opposite, we will still manage to find a way to do the opposite of that without going back to the original. So you can't trick us.
Women giving dating advice. Don't like it. I just don't talk to women. They're insufferable.
And you're still having a bad experience? Wow, you really do have problems.
Sometimes I have some female friends, I guess. I talk to. We don't
Really?
talk about dating, though.
Oh, you don't? What do you talk about?
No. I don't know.
What do you talk about with women?
I'm like, hey, what's going on? I ask them about their shitty. Honestly, I talk to them about their shitty relationships
exactly
with
what
their
you're on.
boyfriend, and then I feel really good about myself. You know,
I thank God I don't have to deal with this dumb bitch.
We've been fighting about this, and this. I'm like, oh, tell me all about it.
Does he realize that you're an honest person? Have you told him that? And that's just.
I get something out of like hearing about another man's suffering. From women, and I'm like, oh, he's all in the wrong. You should fuck with him more.
You should go at it. They do it on purpose. They get bad advice on purpose because they want all the men and money and resources for them. They don't want any other woman to ever get laid. They want it for them.
Absolutely.
Just in case. That's my problem.
It's a good problem, Dick. Well, I have another problem. You want to play a video and show one of our most beloved Senate party leader?
Is this it?
That's
New metal is not very good. I don't like new metal.
Is that the...
Justin Wang doesn't cite his sources, except when he does sometimes cite his sources. Targeted harassment campaign. I'm going to talk for 30 minutes about.
Look, he's even got the
Justin Wang
splotch.
not citing his
See
sources.
that?
And then I'm going to talk about Asterius Coconos, something that hasn't been relevant at all ever for the last 30 minutes. Livelihood.
Is that the one you're talking
What
about?
is going on with his head? Does he need to get that checked out?
He's so bald. His bald head is getting a bald spot.
How did he get a Gorbachev fucking bald spot, man? It's weird.
I don't know.
I thought that you get that if you have like fucking cancer or some shit.
Whew, wow. Who would win in that fight? Maddox versus Cancer?
Yeah, I don't know.
Cancer would be like, I'm out of here.
Well, here's another question for you. Who's the bigger brain, Maddox or this guy? I'm going to put them on about equal footing. But let's take a look.
Okay, this is Mitch McConnell.
Mitch McConnell.
What are my thoughts about what?
Running for re-election in 2026.
That's
Oh, okay. Just went ahead and shut down
Did you hear the
there.
question, Senator? Running for re-election in 2026?
He's staring off into space like he's suffering
I'm
a
sorry, y'all, we're
stroke.
gonna need a minute.
You're gonna need a new senator.
Why are they letting him talk to anyone?
Why is no one reacting correctly? Which is, bro, what the fuck is going on here? What the fuck are you doing up there? Are you fucking kidding me with this?
okay.
Oh my God, dude, this is so
Somebody
bad.
else have a question?
Somebody else have a question?
Did the question not compute? What is a new question gonna do with it, you dumb bitch?
My
No
problem.
one is acting correct. Why are they all acting insane?
I don't know, man.
Oh, you're the Senate. You're running the
Senate. You're literally running the Senate, yes.
What, are you running again?
Or party leader, sorry. Are you going to run again?
Oh, well, I think a totally normal reaction is just to sit here and stare at you and act like this is like the
Does
question.
anyone have another question? No, I think you should answer that one. Very simple.
I think you should answer
Are you
what the
gonna run
fuck is
again?
going on here.
Anyway, Dick, my problem is no congressional term limits.
Okay.
Now, government should be representative of the people, right?
Right.
And an interesting fact about America, which I have written somewhere, is that the average age of Americans, do you know? Take a guess.
Average age?
Average age?
55?
Oh, lower than that.
40?
38 is the average age of Americans. The average age of the 118th Congress is 58. So a good 20 years over the average American age. Mitch McConnell, who turned 81 in February, is the longest serving party leader in Senate history. This is his 7th term in office. Each term is 2 years. So that's 14 years as party leader, over which his brain has clearly turned into oatmeal because he is 80 years old.
Just like Biden, right?
Well, Biden's not in Congress, so that's
all the other brain stuff that you're saying.
Biden does fine talking.
Unfucking believable.
Whatever.
Unfucking believable. So you don't want this in Congress, but you're fine with this running the whole country.
I think we could have a younger president. I'm fine with that. Okay, but Trump would be too old too. How old's Trump?
Trump is not a fucking brain dead vegetable.
Neither is fucking Biden.
Trump's the funniest guy in the world. Neither is Biden. He went to Hawaii and said boy is the ground hot.
God.
He doesn't even know where the fuck he is.
Why is the ground hot?
Did you see that?
You make a good point, okay? Fine, I'll give you that point if it helps make this problem happen. You're right. I don't want old politicians. I didn't want Biden to be president. I wish we had a young guy.
Just put Zelensky in there. Might as well.
Sure, put Zelensky in there. I want to give you the ages of some senators you may know and recognize, congressmen, congresspeople. Hold on, I'll go from bottom to top. Nancy Pelosi, 83 years old.
Yeah.
19 terms. That's 38 years. Maxine Waters, 85 years old.
She's one of the dumbest people in the world.
17 terms. She's been there 34 years.
Okay.
Chuck Grassley, Republican, 89. 8 terms. Do you know who the oldest is?
Strom Thurmond still alive?
No, Strom Thurmond died a while ago, I'm pretty sure.
That was too bad.
Dianne Feinstein clocking in at 90 years old? Do you even know how the fuck? You don't know, what are you going to do? Tell us to get the fucking steam engines running on time? Make sure that the new... Empire State Building is coming up.
Couple minutes.
That's a great question, Dick. I would say, I don't have an exact term limit.
4?
4, I think would be reasonable.
4 would be fine. 8 years,
8 years total. I think that would be fine.
Yeah.
But I think the real problem that we're getting into is that they get in there and they don't want to go anywhere because it's a cushy job.
They're making money. They're doing a bunch of bribes and illegal shit.
Yeah.
Making hundreds of millions of dollars.
I think you need term limits, and I think also there should be, at a certain point, age limits. I think, if you're over 80, you would go
yeah, but then you're out Trump.
Okay, well, I think you can find another guy who's a Trump-esque figure.
There's no one like Trump.
Okay.
There's only one Trump.
Well, that's why I said I'm saying term limits for Congress, not president. You can have an old president if you want.
Well, what's the difference at the end of the day?
Well, here's the real problem: is the generational representation, right? Is that we want all generations of Americans
the Supreme Court? You got
represented.
Fired at 80 or whatever.
The Supreme Court's got its own problems. Will you stop fucking changing the subject and let me focus on one thing?
This is the problem with people. They have an idea to fix it, and they don't think about the other problems.
Well, just let me make a point.
Okay, go for it.
Generational representation. Okay.
Okay.
What is the worst generation in American history? The baby boomers.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Baby boomers are born between 1946 and 1964 are the vast majority of Congress with 264 members.
Okay.
Gen X is 179, millennials is 67, and the so-called silent generation, 30 members. So 264 members of Congress. I think that's more than half are fucking baby boomers.
Yeah.
Who are handed everything on a fucking platter, an era of eternal wealth, which they capitalized on and left nothing for anyone else.
Ponzi scheme.
And those are the motherfuckers who are setting all the laws to fuck everyone other than themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's bullshit.
Interactions with police have gone up, too, from their time.
Have
like every generation has just more interactions with police and they get hit harder for the same crimes.
Which is bullshit.
Yeah.
A University of Maryland poll found that 83% of voters support amending the Constitution to establish term limits.
Yeah.
83% of Americans want this. But we
Shocker,
don't make the
400
laws.
people
They
don't.
do.
So, yeah.
Yeah, these 400 assholes go, well.
I'm fine. Okay, here's my problem with term limits.
Yeah.
I'm fine with it. Anything that hurts the government I'm for.
Sure.
I don't care. But I don't think it's going to work because
you think different old people will rotate in regardless?
Yeah, that'll just be, well, I'm like Mitch McConnell's dude. And I'm running, and I'm Mitch McConnell, and I endorse
Mitch McConnell
this
tells me everything to do
tortoise
anyway.
interference.
Yeah,
I don't want them to go just become lobbyists where they're doing the same thing.
I see what you mean. I guess, how do we get more?
Here's the problem.
Representational
This is what
government, and not just a bunch of baby boomers. Go.
Because congressional districts are so big, they don't represent people.
Right.
Because you can't run for Congress. You can't run. The average congressional district is 750,000 people, right?
Sure.
You need a gigantic amount of money. You need to be a celebrity to win an election like that. You can't just be you or me knocking on doors, right?
Right.
So if we don't have representation, then what does the term limit matter, honestly?
Right.
And the Senate's the same. The Senate's the same way. William Randolph Hearst led a campaign to take the Senate away from state senator election and put it in the hands of the people because it was explicitly set up to limit a populist voice in the government. Ironically, right? William Randolph Hearst personally killed this. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah,
Hearst was responsible for killing it.
Yeah, he in 1912 or something. He led this big thing about how we have to get the Senate. The Senate's not doing enough. We have to empower them to do more. So let's just make it a direct election.
Yeah.
Instead of government figures electing the Senate, which is what it was supposed to be. So. Yeah, term limits would be great, but I don't think it's gonna. I think we're still gonna end up with a bunch of fucking vegetables.
Well, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
How do you get a representational government when, at the end of the day, you kind of need to be a rich guy who can run a campaign?
Yeah,
and you need a lot of friends who are probably going to be there anyway.
Yeah.
Regardless, I think that if you are a congressman past the age of 80. You should have to navigate through some sort of trap-filled maze.
Yeah.
And if you fail, you are ground into hamburger by the grinders.
What about that wheelchair guy?
That's to establish. He's got to do it. You can voluntarily resign before running the gauntlet. Okay.
Yeah.
We're gonna have an electronic minotaur that chases them through the maze, and it goes, okay, if you want to be a congressman, your term limit is up. You can get another 4 terms, but you have to
play Russian
outwit
roulette.
the minotaur. Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Who's going to try to cut off your arms and legs and make you an actual vegetable?
They'll just never do it. They'll never pass a law limiting their own power.
I thought you were going to say they'll never pass a law.
They'll never pass the
to
Minotaur.
Enforce the labyrinth, which I think the people could make it happen.
But you know who would?
Who would?
Trump.
You think Trump would make it through the labyrinth?
I mean, he was doing wall stuff. What's a labyrinth? Is just a wall that is built improperly.
I think there should be some. How about this? Instead of term limits, some sort of cognitive test.
Where if this ever happens
to you, if someone asks you, "Are you going to run again?" and you freeze as your brain cells slowly die, we go, "You've failed the test. You're not allowed to be Senate Majority Leader anymore." Or
but don't you think it's crazy that like Mitch McConnell should be shot out of a cannon, in my opinion? But don't you think it's crazy that liberals defend Biden's fucking goofball brain? Like they do, they really do. I don't know if you're kidding or not, but if you try to tell them Biden's obviously fucked up, his brain's obviously fucked up, they're like, well, he seems pretty fine. Like what? So why don't you let him do your taxes then? Let Biden do your fucking taxes.
I hope he doesn't run again. I hope we get a different guy, but
Trump.
I don't know if Trump's exactly what I want.
Well,
can't we get a nice? What about that little Indian guy you guys got? Everybody likes him.
Vivek?
Yeah, let's get Vivek.
I hate that guy.
No, you don't hate that guy.
I do hate him. There's nothing there.
I know, but that's
Trump
part of the
has
fun.
Hatred in his heart.
Trump has hate in his heart.
Vivek's just like a fucking farmer, bro.
We'll get Kamala. We'll get a cop president finally.
But don't you think that's funny that nobody will say this shit about
people
say
this
left?
about Biden?
Not in the left. They always argue it.
The problem is you don't have a great clip like this. What's the best Biden clip? Corn Pop? I like the Corn Pop story. It's the kind of story I would tell. Used to be a guy named Corn Pop, and sometimes kids would come and pull the hairs on my leg.
Talking about his wife, not knowing his wife is his wife and shit like that, and mixing up family members and stuff.
Hey,
I've never called my sister my wife.
He's got a big family. A lot of all those fucking Bidens look the same. I get it. Point is,
yeah.
Well, then let's make it. What do you call it? I said congressional term limits, but it's really irrepresentable Congress. Congress does not represent.
No, do your term limits.
All right, term limits. Congressional term limits.
Lack of
congressional term limits.
Okay, my problem is rickety shit.
Rickety shit.
I got this new table.
The one upstairs, the dining room?
Yeah, it looks great, but every time I sit on the chair, it's like...
Where'd you get a table from?
I don't know.
Is the table wrong or the chair's wrong?
It's the chair is going...
What do you mean you don't know where you got it from?
I don't remember.
You just got it.
I'm going to stare off into space.
Senator, where did you get the table?
It's all rickety.
Does anyone have another question?
Yeah, does anyone... Not
if it's all rickety...
Don't ask me about the tables.
It sounds like it's your fault, though, because you don't even know where you fucking got it from.
What does that have to do with the fucking table? It's all rickety as shit. And I can't... And if I tighten it anymore... with my Allen wrench, which I threw away, I'm afraid I'll rip right through it. And that'll be the end of the table.
You're not going to rip through it if you tighten it.
Rickety table.
Yeah.
My car, driving it around every once in a while, it goes... Something in there goes... Like a pirate ship.
So your problem, though, is you buy new stuff.
What do you... Used shit is less rickety?
Dude, I drive through your neighborhood and I pick up free shit. You live in a nice neighborhood. There's just like free shit on the side of the road all the time.
What'd you pick up?
I got all those U-line chairs, those nice like $100 fucking
Yeah?
Like, yeah, what do you call them?
Cut me in
call
on
them a
the
work. I offered
chair?
you one. I said, you want a chair? And you said no.
Yeah, I don't want chairs on the side of the road.
I've been trying to get for the longest time, you know, those like electronic carts that you put the ones you used to get in like AV class to push the TV in.
You want one of those?
Yeah, I found one on the side of the road finally.
Wow.
For my Sony, I have a nice Sony like old school tube TV that I'm going to put on there.
Okay.
And all that shit's rickety.
That's very rickety.
Yeah,
so
all that
you live
shit
in a
sucks.
rickety
I
world.
Live in all rickety bullshit.
I don't live in a rickety world, but everything I have one step that's fucking rickety. Yeah. The fucking people, the goofballs that put my house back together to flip it, had they fucked everything up. But there's this one part in the floor that's like cockeyed with the rest of the floor, and every time you fucking step on it, goes. Drives me insane.
You got a rickety sewage system. I know that.
I wish that would be an upgrade to have a rickety sewage system.
It's not even rickety. It's just shit.
It's just shit. My bed is rickety.
Yeah.
I move around at night and goes the wood on the floor.
Yeah, just get worse shit, and then once everything's rickety, it all feels good.
So I should embrace it.
Embrace it. The more rickety it is. I have this.
The car is the worst one because it's brand. Well, it was brand new. I don't know.
Wait, the car's what? Shaking or something?
It's just something in there goes. And I know that it's the same thing because I know when it's coming now, and the dread of the rickety shit is worse than it actually being rickety.
I used to have a trash 2007 Honda Element. It's got all these like fucking dings and dents. And sometimes I look at it and I go, I wish it didn't have those.
Yeah.
But it does. And I've learned to accept it.
Well, I'm not, Doug. I hate it.
You should go to that. There's that nice thrift store near here, that big one.
I don't want other rickety shit.
No,
I want to not have anything rickety.
No, but if you get stuff from a certain era, it's less rickety because they used to make shit good.
Oh.
You have to get like really old furniture.
Oh, that's smart.
Because that's when they like, yeah, dude, that's why people buy like vintage furniture and shit. It's like they used
not rickety.
Yeah, because they used to
counterintuitively.
Yes.
You know if it's rickety right away and it doesn't get rickety.
It's not made of like shitty Chinese particle board and newspaper. It's like just a big solid piece of wood that ain't going anywhere.
Yeah, the Chinese fucked me. And it's like a 60s table.
Yeah.
So I could just go get a non-rickety.
You should absolutely go to the thrift store.
I'm going to go to the thrift store.
Yeah. You have that big one near here, and they have a shit ton of furniture. And if you find, that's why people go there all the time, and they're always going through the furniture. Because like,
I hate used
in
shit,
LA,
though.
there's all this like old '60s furniture, and it's built like a fucking rock.
Okay, yeah. So everything now is rickety.
Yeah,
Everything,
modern era
no matter
shit
what.
it's always crap. It's always like, yeah, because it's all made in fucking China. I bet if you look under that table, it was made in China.
I don't need to look. I know it was made,
in China or Thailand or whatever the fuck.
Why would that table be made anywhere in America?
Exactly.
Where are they making?
Yeah, dude, modern shit is garbage.
Why is it so fucking
Rickety.
hot in here? Is
I
it
don't know,
me?
man. I'm sweating my ass off.
It got super hot all of a sudden. All right, well, that's my problem. Did
Rickety
we already
shit.
do all the problems now?
We're done with problems, yeah.
Oh, it's the fucking fan.
The fan's not going?
No, the fan's going, but the vein. There we go. Okay, the vein.
I still think someone needs to send you one of those Mexican sweat towels to dab.
Someone did.
Why did I think this? What is this?
I don't know.
Mini wireless hands. Pink?
What? Is it addressed to me or you?
It's addressed to you.
Let me see that.
Wait, no, it says liberal wig for Vito, but how is this a wig? That's clearly not a wig.
The fuck? Is it gonna jump
Why does
out?
it say it's a wig? Is it a bomb? How is that a wig? What the fuck is in there?
What is this?
It says right here, wig for Vito.
It's addressed to wig for Vito?
It says liberal wig for Vito.
Should I open it with my head?
I don't know because it's clearly not a wig. That's a tiny box. Is it a wig? Is it like just really folded up? That is a car. I think they sent the wrong thing. I think
What the fuck?
Did they send that by
Is
accident?
this a car that's a mouse?
Is it a mouse? Like for
It's a mouse, but they put liberal wig. Oh, that's a cute little mouse. I didn't know
Okay.
you could get mice like this.
Did they mean
What
to?
the
I mean,
fuck?
we have been talking about that. I need a mouse for the computer or whatever.
Yeah, okay. Well, thanks,
Does it
buddy.
need a USB? Is it Bluetooth or
It's
something?
not a wig.
No, it's not a wig. But maybe they just
You
sent.
cock tease,
Maybe they
idiot.
just sent it to the.
How did we not know that it's not a wig when it was just a tiny little box in this before we opened it?
Hold on, is there a note inside that explains like here's a mouse or something? Can they send a note?
Yeah.
Well, what does it say?
Wireless mouse. Nothing. You can send a thank you. No. No, there's no message.
There's no note.
From Darius.
Give me my little car. It said it
Rinkavus.
says it's for Vito. I want to play with my car.
Okay, so our problems are rickety shit, women, dating advice from women, women's dating advice, and then yours is lack of
congressional term limits, and watching a man drown.
Watching a man down.
Watching a man drown himself on purpose for some reason.
Okay. Go to biggestproblem.show.
Biggestproblem.show. Next
Patreon.com/biggestproblem to
end of the
vote.
month live show. I think we're going to try and live stream it. It will be on a Saturday.
Okay.
So make sure you don't miss that.
Okay.
Guys, the Patreon is doing great. All of Eric July's fans are really mad. They go, oh, these guys don't have any fans or whatever else. I'm like, it looks like we got some fans.
Yeah.
Some people like it. And we still have the biggest...
We have more fans than you have hair on your shoulders. Than Eric July has hair on
and
his
you
shoulders.
can still watch the bonus episode that apparently made
Biggest
a
Problem in
millionaire
ISOM
go
2.
insane. The biggest problem in ISOM 2 is still available.
Where we're reviewing a pirated comic.
Oh!
I don't get it. Like all these guys that are now ganging up on Nick Rickety, like all they do is shit on
Movies they didn't pay for.
On movies. No, just movies.
Yeah,
So
movies.
what? You can't like criticize your buddy's comic? Why?
And especially, he's not our buddy. No one's asking.
I don't give a fuck
no one's
about-
asking Nick Rickety to like make fun of. He specifically said, "I'm not going to read it. I'm not going to talk about his comic because he's a buddy, and I don't want to shit on it." But that extends to every friend of yours ever can't ever say anything. You're not friends with Eric July. You're friends with Nick.
But what is this idea of like, well, it's totally out of line to like criticize a comic? Like, why? Because his feelings are hurt?
Because they're hypocrites. It's like they can't possibly process that they spend all day and they're like, well, because he's independent. I'm like, guys, I've seen you guys.
That's the worst kind of creator.
Right.
Because they're not any good.
And I've seen you guys be like, oh, look at this dumb indie comic, and it's like about gay characters or whatever. Like, I've seen you guys go at small creators all the time. Or like, again, as we always bring up, like you're attacking like guys who might work for Marvel, but at the end of the day are like just, you know, hired fucking writers and artists who are not making millions of dollars working on these things.
Yeah.
So it really comes down to, well, he's trying to change things. I'm like, by making shit, like...
By making it worse?
Yeah, he's making it worse.
Okay.
That's the
Here we go.
I don't know, man.
Hey, Dick. Hey, Vito.
Hi.
What's up?
Just wanted to say, Vito, you cannot let Maddox kick your ass at making YouTube videos. The dude has not posted in a fucking year, dude. And he has a solid edited video on Justin Wang. Bro, and you can't even post those fucking reviews of the movies in time?
I put it up.
Step your fucking game up, man.
Bro, step your game up.
You gotta do this. You're the new... no, you're not. Yeah.
Okay.
Bro, just check that shit out.
I'm doing other...
Gotta get that shit out.
I'm working on the comic book, man. That's like a whole fucking thing. It's a lot of work. So I haven't been putting up a lot of YouTube. Don't do that. Don't fucking... I don't need this shit where it's like, yeah, okay, you do this, and this, but you didn't make YouTube videos enough. Like, okay, whatever. I have a lot of shit that I'm fucking working on, goddammit.
Okay, here's another one.
Hey, Vito, I heard about your, father skull situation. Have you ever thought about, just purchasing a replica skull from Amazon and then doing some tulpa bullshit so that it speaks to you in your father's voice? Maybe set up an increasingly absurd shrine, make a YouTube video about it, monetize. Just
I want the real skull.
You gotta have a real skull.
I want the real skull.
You gotta get a real skull.
We need to make, I want to pass a law. Firstborn child has first claim to the skull.
Yeah.
If any dumb fuck crematorium fails to sever the head before whatever, $1 million in damages.
Wow. That's pretty big.
The skull is the most important thing, okay? And I should have it.
Crematorium's out of business.
Well, don't fuck around. You got to cut the head off. You can't just burn everything.
Okay.
And if it's a burial, he cuts the head off at the funeral. And everyone watches.
That's fair. Yeah.
Yeah. You hand the oldest the axe.
On some ants.
Or make it a guillotine situation, nice and clean.
Yeah.
The eldest pulls the string.
You say Gaston like French, but guillotine you say not in a French way.
Well, how am I supposed to say it? Guillotine. Guillotine.
It's closer.
Guillotine.
Here.
Hey, Dick. Hey, Vito. This is Lucky, and the biggest problem in the universe is morons that are too dumb and proud to settle. I work in copyright enforcement, so there's a lot of overlap with trademark. And the thing about settling is that you get to negotiate the mutual terms and then keep it confidential.
Yeah.
But when an arrogant idiot who thinks that they can't do anything wrong is confronted, they get it in their head, I'm the good guy, I can't lose, I'm not going to concede defeat by settling, damn the consequences. So when one party makes zero concessions, like hypothetically refusing to abandon the use of someone else's registered trademark,
talking about
that's when things escalate to litigation really, really fast, and it ends up costing everybody more money. It takes way too much time, and at the end, the final determination is public record. So everybody gets to see just how badly you got smacked down and how much money you lost, all because you were both stupid and overconfident at the same time.
Yep.
Now, after the complaint is filed, you can still settle, but you look like an asshole the entire way. So that's the biggest problem. Happy to chat more on the subject. Call me back.
Thanks, bud.
Didn't you read? So you read the new lawsuit filings or whatever?
Yeah, I read them all on my Rumble.
Somebody told me that they're just don't put the name on T-shirts and hats. Is that correct?
No. It's trademark infringement. The whole thing. So titles of comics are trademarkable.
Sure.
Like The Adventures of Superman.
Sure.
So you can't call it ISOM. And that's an infringement. The T-shirts are an infringement. The hats an infringement. Naming the character doesn't matter. Call him fucking Jesus Christ. Call him Mickey Mouse. Doesn't fucking matter. Naming the comic.
Call him Mickey Mouse, but sure.
Yeah, you could have a character named Mickey Mouse.
Maybe.
Yeah,
if it's a nickname or whatever. Yeah. I was gonna say
you can't name the comic ISOM though.
Well. But he could rename it to The Incredible Isom.
The giant retard Isom. You could change. He could easily change.
He's gonna call it that.
The stupid hairy-shouldered fuck Isom that doesn't know how to run a business.
Could he call it Isom ill-advised? Probably not. Yeah.
You can call it the actual name of the title.
Right.
I mean that is a problem. But the other problem is it's a Christian-themed comic character.
Yeah.
So the confusion is a normal person going to look at this and say, I don't know, it kind of seems like one's coming from the other. There's a confusion here. I don't know what it is.
That's been the weird thing is people are like...
It's a problem.
I think I was on Sitch and Adam and they're like, well, do you think it's possible for someone to get confused? And I'm like, well, I kind of did when he first announced the name.
Yeah.
I Googled ISOM and I saw that it was a church and I was like, oh, is he working with them?
I wonder if they're related in some way.
And they're like, no, you didn't. That didn't really happen. I'm like, no.
Okay, then fuck off then. Go fucking kill yourself then, you fucking asshole. You dumb fuck. God fucking damn it. Is that what do you think you're like litigating it right now? Fuck you.
I mean, I don't want him to lose his trademark, but also if he can like avoid it by making a slight name change, just do that.
But then he's got to reprint all his fucking comics.
I think he could. I'm hoping that he could talk to them and say, listen, just let me sell the ones I've printed and I'll never do it again. I think that's reasonable. They would probably agree to that, hopefully.
I hope they don't.
Well,
I hope they bend him over and
how's
fuck him.
that? Stop.
I hope they butt. Why are you so conciliatory? He's calling you a fucking pedophile, bro. Eric July's online calling you a fucking pedophile.
I have weird standards where I go, look, he can say the worst fucking shit about me, but that doesn't mean I want someone to go to his head and blow his head off with his shotgun.
I didn't say that.
I know, but I'm saying.
I just said I hope he loses his trademark lawsuit.
But I'm saying I can be in a dispute with someone and not want.
Shoots him. Do you think those two are the same?
But I'm saying I can want him. Look, here's all I ever wanted was for people to know that his comic sucks.
Yeah.
That's it. I don't need him to lose his job. I don't need his employees to suffer. I don't need, horrible things to be delivered onto him.
He called me the N-word 3 times. That word has kept...
But it has nothing to do with his trademark. I don't care if he has his trademark. It would not make me happy if he lost it. I would not care.
Oh, really? Because I'm going to throw a big fucking party.
You can throw a party. Go nuts. I just like...
I'm going to buy all the Ministry ISOM shit.
I find it uninteresting. Honestly, I'm like, yeah, well, you should have done better, and obviously you shouldn't have printed so many copies with that name. I mean, I'll say he's a fucking idiot for printing, 50,000, 100,000 copies before making sure he had the trademark locked down. Mm-hmm. But at the end of the day, I'm not going to take that much fucking glee out of it.
Why?
I take way more glee out of people photoshopping him as a fat fucking retard getting owned by a bunny and a turtle. That's funnier to me. All right?
Yeah, but it's also funny if he gets raped for cash by a church. Like
that is pretty funny.
He got his fans to review bomb a church. Like, do you know how fucked up that is? It's like basically spray painting a swastika.
Allegedly, he did not tell his fans to, but
he did.
Somebody
he basically said to do it.
He said,
he's leading a hate campaign against a fucking ministry.
He made people upset with this ministry, and it seems like some people took action.
He did it to get revenge on them for just saying about their lawsuit, not even filing it.
I don't know. I don't care. At the end of the day,
you're tired of fighting.
I'm not tired of fighting. Just. It's very simple. That's the stupidest thing. This is a simple situation. A big dumb loudmouth with a bunch of retarded friends all said
something illegal.
We're going. No, I said
trademark infringement is illegal.
Fine, that's your line. My line is that they all said we're going to destroy DC and Marvel Comics. We're the future of the comic industry. Blah blah blah. And then we read the comic and went, "You guys are insane. This sucks." And that's funny because they're idiots and they actually believed it.
Yeah.
And now everybody is telling them, you guys are idiots. This comic is terrible. This weird conservative gaslighting group or whatever, where you all jerk each other off and go, oh, I just read The Adventures of Laser Man and Buttface and it's the greatest fucking thing ever. Everybody buy a copy. It's like, okay, well, we know what you're doing. You're all just...
I hate to come in.
Yeah. It's transparent at this point. Most of you are making shitty comics. Not all of
trans
you.
people.
Exactly. Okay, so we poked a little hole in your fucking jerk-off session and said, hey, look, all these guys are jerking each other off because they're gay and they suck at making comics. And it drove them fucking insane. He should settle in some way. I don't know.
Oh, well, either way.
It's his fucking business.
Way, it's funny.
I don't know. Sure, you can say it's funny. I just don't care about it at all.
Oh, yeah.
The idea that I'm out here running secret operations because I care about his fucking trade, I don't.
Bunnies, all the bunnies in the audience.
The bunnies are good.
You know
More
what
bunnies.
You can read between the lines.
No, there's no lines to read between. Shut the fuck up.
Bunnies
Stop
it. I can read between the lines.
There are no lines. Don't do anything. Stop it. Just post
there are
bunnies.
lines everywhere. Bunnies. My bunnies, you know exactly what I'm saying.
Help Dick collect the black gem. He almost has the black gem.
Oh, I got that. Black gem's in my sight. The black retard gem is in my sight.
Once he has all 7, he will be all powerful.
Even my power grows with each retard. I don't need all 7. I just get stronger with each one.
At the end of the day,
I'm like Crashmore.
A dumb man made a dumb comic book. I made fun of it, and for some reason, the internet just decided that was the worst thing that has ever happened to anyone ever. that this brave black millionaire needs to be shielded from a fat guy and a Mexican telling him he doesn't understand 3-act structure.
You guys are going to need a bigger shield. I'm going to tell you this. CBS didn't have a big enough shield for me. You think your fucking little indie comic's going to be... Okay.
Oh, my God. It's never going to end.
Here we go.
I can't believe that Eric July calls Vito a map when he's obviously a globe.
That's pretty good.
That's
pretty good. Yeah, I got it. I got there. Thank you.
Oh, yeah, we got to do your weigh-in, too.
We do got to do it
after Super Chats?
I think we do it after Super Chats, right?
Yeah.
Don't want to bring the show down now. We got to save the disappointment for the end of the show.
All right. Do you want to read Super Chats now?
Let's read some Super Chats. Don't forget, guys, first of the month.
I want bunnies everywhere in all of Eric's live streams, and you guys know what I'm talking about. I want bunnies fucking everywhere, flooding him up. 1 billion bunnies hopping right up your ass. Everywhere you are, I want bunnies.
If you want to throw a turtle in, feel free. A couple tortoise interferences. Maybe the tortoise will interfere with his chat. Guys, don't forget, first of the month, re-up your Patreon subscription. Help us win. I'll say this. Look, I don't want to grub for money, but literally the only language that Eric July and his people seem to understand is financial success.
Yeah.
You can go, this comic's bullshit. They go, well, it made money. You can go, well, the characters don't make any sense. They go, well, it made money.
Yeah.
And they come at us and they go, your podcast sucks. And we go, yeah, but
it made money.
It made money. And they go, fuck! We can't argue with that. So if you want to make Eric July upset, throwing money at us is a very good way to do it. Scroll down a little bit.
We missed this from last week.
Oh, last week.
We ended, yeah.
Luca, I'm sorry we missed it. Luca D's nuts. Can I get a drum roll for this? My God. $100 from Luca. What's up? Can I say that? N-words.
When can I say that? You're making it's N-words. You're making it sound like he wrote something bad.
I know, but he spelled it out N-words.
Oh, yeah, I do that on my show.
I'm a little high and a lot drunk, but I hope this money will boost your spirits, Vito. Don't be a sad F-slur. Be a happy F-slur.
Yeah, you're all bummed out last week.
I wasn't bummed out. I was terrified that a crazy psychopath... You are like... You just shrug everything off, okay?
I need that gem.
You need the gem.
You need that gem.
You have a gem in your sights. I have no gems. I've collected no Chaos Emeralds, okay? All I knew was an insane black man is telling his entire audience
tells
that he's
you
going
when
to
you're
sue me into the ground.
That fear, I have that fear, but it tells you when you're doing something correct.
But I was happy that literally a day later, after everyone told him, you're an idiot and you have no case.
When did I say I was going to sue anybody?
When did I say I was going to sue anybody? I never said I would sue nobody.
Wheezy, did I say I was suing?
People are literally commenting like, when are you going to sue those two guys? What do we say we're going to sue? No, we're not going to sue nobody.
I just said that they would be going to prison and that it would, let's see how much it would cost them.
I just said there would be severe legal consequences. I did not mean
what do you mean?
That we'd be engaged in some sort of a lawsuit.
Who said anything about a lawsuit?
Yeah.
I did not say lawsuit.
And I was like, all right, well, I guess he's not going to sue me then. Yeah, that's good. Thank you, Eric, for not suing me. Drunken Atheist Studio for 5. I love how Eric's Muppets are all calling the lawsuit against him baseless because reasons.
Yeah, I mean,
it's not a baseless lawsuit, sadly. Every lawyer who has weighed in on it has said, no, he's got to deal with this. He can't go, this is some sort of gay op that I need to, could I raise the defense of, Your Honor.
These are the gay op.
Have you heard of gay ops?
Have you heard of gay versus ops in the Supreme Court?
Now, unlike heterosexual ops, which are very well understood in the realm of law, a gay op is perhaps when you have been tricked into filing a lawsuit against me.
Have you ever seen a man wearing a tank top and a tie? Because today you have.
There is a man, I like to think of him as more of a bunny rabbit, who has been coming at me in my business for many, many months. And
Your Honor, this is my livelihood.
This case is dismissed. Please leave. Your Honor, I have many employees, and these employees are being terrorized by this bunny rabbit. And
then he hits the gavel, and that's when the gem is created for me.
That's when you run in and grab the gem. Yoink.
Like the Highlander, except a retard-ender. I know everything.
Oh, God. Cool for 5. Thank you, Dick, for the bonus episode. Wish you were there, Vito. I got to listen to the bonus episode at The Dick Show, patreon.com/The Dick Show, correct?
It's lemonparty.org. I moved it to.
Shut up. Thank you all for not killing yourselves. Glad everyone is here for these happenings. Lots going on. Gun Ranger.
A lot of people are missing out on a lot of fun.
We're having a lot of fun.
A lot of fun.
There's some stress in between the fun, but when the stress dissipates, I go, man, this is better than ever. We're at the top of our game.
I have no stress at all about anything, and I'm only having pure euphoria and fun.
Thanks to everybody who sends me messages telling me not to kill myself, because it's been helpful. Let's put it that way.
I've never had a fight where I've been on the side of a sympathetic character.
Yeah.
It's always just been me, and I'm just like so unsympathetic. You're like, man, I fucking hate that guy, but he's right.
I don't know if I'm a sympathetic character, but your words of encouragement have helped make this insanity much better. Gun Ranger for 5. What's dumber? Maddox spending $30,000 on a website, or July getting a whole warehouse employees to sell T-shirts and comics?
Yeah, the warehouse is dumber.
The warehouse is definitely dumber.
Dumb.
It's
very dumb.
It's too much money.
Yeah.
Red for 2 billion bunny battalion bunnies.
1 billion bunnies.
Love it.
1 billion bunnies.
Pop quiz for 2. Hashtag Maddox lost again. Cheese in my pockets, Velveeta for 10. Every Friday, I thank Allah that I'm not watching a podcast hosted by Dick Masterson and Boogie2988.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Thanks for a good show every week, Buster Baxter and Big Chungus. I'll be the Chungus. Red for 5.
You're the tortoise interference.
I'm tortoise interference, man. I'm a big old turtle. Red for 5. Why do you think people revere a rabbit's foot? Using a rabbit as an insult is dumb. It is dumb. It makes no sense. The God of Sleep 215 for $2. Infinitards. The War of the Infinitards.
The War of Infinitards has begun. Okay.
PSI Chris for 2. Boogie couldn't handle the hot goss. Would perish.
Yeah.
Benjamin for 5. Vito said emboldering instead of emboldening. Well, it's close enough. Lloyd Lewin is here for 3. Says, my livelihood. Rusty Shackelford for 2. Why is Dick sweating so I was wondering the same
I'm
thing.
very hungover. I probably drank 2 bottles of sake last. I drank way too much sake.
Yeah, I tried calling you last night. You were wasted. Black Angus reviews for 2. Thank you. This is for the countersuit. Well, we're going to need it. Darius Ranakovic.
Yeah, we're going to pretend sue Eric July.
Yeah, everyone's going to file fake lawsuits. It's a big fun game for YouTubers against. For €5, just train Vito out of Wii with a new sound clip. Well, I got to say Wii sometimes.
I mean, do you?
Maybe not. Maybe I really just need to remove that word from my vocabulary entirely. Jaden for 5. Biggest problem in the universe is the Industrial Revolution and its consequences for the human race. Peas. Love the hungover cop stash,
Thanks.
Dick.
Thank you.
Lloyd for...
You do say it a lot.
We? Yeah, I know.
It's like hard for you to say I.
Yeah.
I've noticed.
I think it's just a weird thing I do.
I don't know.
And also, I'm just constantly thinking about all the other pedophiles that I associate myself with, and I think of us as a community. Fuck, I'm not allowed to make those jokes anymore.
Yeah, you are. Who cares? They already got the tweets.
Now they're going to clip
it's never
it.
Never going to go away.
Yeah, well. Lloyd Lewin for $7.99 Australian. Eric July looks like Moss Man from Masters of the Universe. Once you see it, you can't unseen it.
Moss Man.
MOTU.
Of the. Oh, sorry, I didn't fucking abbreviate it.
Well, you should have done that. I know who it is. Yeah, it looks just like you.
Yeah. Are we allowed to make this comparison, or is it racist?
It's a little racist.
Okay. Yeah, because he's
He's a big, hairy guy.
Okay. Yeah.
Who loves dick. Let's see. Chris Schofield is here for 5. Maddox would kick the crap out of Eric July in a fight. God, I'd pay to see that.
I would pay to see it. I don't know about that.
I kind of want them to link up, though. Maybe they can make a, League of Extraordinary Retards and
that's
fight
funny.
to get their gems back.
Nope.
That man has our gems! I think we could get the gems back if we just work together and we could issue a lawsuit that would allow us to obtain the gems in a court of law. Yeah, let's do that.
I know the perfect lawyer for this, Eric.
Well, can you introduce me to him? Is he a good lawyer?
I'm only allowed to contact paralegals now, but I'll let them know that I've got another lawsuit brewing up.
I've heard you have the power to disguise yourself as a female journalist. It's one of your magic powers that you could use.
I'm a master of disguise. In fact, I even disguised myself as my girlfriend to get her to harass my ex-girlfriend.
That's fascinating. And I disguise myself as a man who knows how to write comic books. So together we could work and we could potentially outwit our enemies.
We're both good writers. Let's start there. Let's not get into who's the better writer. We're both good.
Yes, I agree with you very much.
Can I borrow some space in your warehouse?
Absolutely. We have plenty of room. You could live in my warehouse.
I'd like a 10-year lease, if that's okay.
Yes. I will have some slime tap bed sheets ready for you so you can sleep tight in my warehouse. Wouldn't that be nice?
What do you think about new metal? Let's get down to brass taxes
here. I am actually in a rap rock band known as Backwards.
It's not new metal, is it?
Well, it is in a similar genre. We may have some disagreements there.
What do you like Pantera?
Well, my bassist runs all my money, and he likes Pantera very much.
I've always wanted to play the bass. I think it's the best instrument.
Benjamin for 10. Eric July would probably kill Vito, but if the murder gets July arrested, then it would have been worth it. Yeah, I could see him pulling.
He's not that big.
You think he'll ever pull up on me?
You're just afraid of because he's black? You think
No. I think he seems like a desperate man. I think he just needs to.
Will suck your cock then. He won't kill you.
He didn't put a jewelry ad in ISOM too.
Oh, really?
I wonder if there's trouble at home. I wonder if this is what that's all about. John Vanderzelt for 5. Sue Eric for all of his arm hair.
Yeah.
1 birds, 2 stone. Oh, 2 birds, 1 stone.
2 birds, 1 stone, sure.
Bob Duato for 5. Maddox is totally different from Eric July because he nailed the midpoint twist to his Justin Wang Asterios video. Someone read Save the Cat. He did construct an entire narrative arc, as tenuous as it was.
Kind of. He got the refusal to the call, and that's like pretty much his entire video. I didn't want to do this. I didn't want to have to do this. So then I heroically totally failed.
And then I told him to leave me alone.
Yeah, he never gets to like what he got out of it.
Were we talking about on the phone where he goes, and I don't understand why he was so upset with me because I never tweeted about him.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, but you filed a lawsuit for $50 million. But I never talked about him on Facebook.
And then he had those graphics.
You sued him for millions of dollars. How many times did I talk about him on Instagram?
Not once.
Right, but you sued him for $50 million, I think, or whatever amount it was.
Twitter.
But not on Twitter. I did not tweet about him. I don't understand why he's so upset. Chucks for 2. Happy episode 104. 2 years of shows. 2 years.
Wow.
52.
Look at that, and we're just getting to our first lawsuit together.
I know. Oh, God. We'll see. Luca D's Nuts for 10. Just wondering, I sent a $100 super chat last week, and it came in so late it wasn't read. Oh, we read it, Luca. You got it.
So where's the rest of the $90, Luca?
No, he sent it was the 100 we read at the top of the show.
So then what? I mean, we know you got money throwing around $100 super chats.
No.
$10 to.
You should spend 100 to get us to read the 100,
man.
Luca, thank you. Sometimes we miss the last minute super chats, but we definitely.
That's why you got to get him in right away.
Well, you got it in on this show.
Don't fucking complain.
Well, you got to be
just sitting there refreshing.
You got to be the first super chat of this show. Being the first super chat is good.
I almost didn't want to read it.
That's such bullshit. We're gonna read it. Pop quiz for 2 says hashtag #we2. Let's use that. John Vanderswelt for 2. Benjamin for 10. Not everyone has a buoyancy in the water life hack, Vito. You walk around all day with a life vest on.
Is that true? You float more because
I'm fat.
I was gonna say bigger.
I don't know if that's how that works. Fat baby. Yeah, I guess a fat baby can. Don't they teach toddlers how to?
Why are you talking
float?
about fat babies?
Because that's when you learn swimming is when you're young or whatever. So they have fat kids do better.
Fat kids do better in swimming class.
I don't know where the fuck I was going with that.
You should host a swimming class.
I'm not going to host a swimming. I don't want anything to do with any kids ever. I don't want to see a kid. I don't want to know any kids. I don't want to talk to any kids. Leave me alone. John Vanderswelt for 2. Richard, just put a mini fridge under your desk.
Okay.
Probably help with the heat too. No, it would make too much noise.
It's the vent. I fucked up the vent.
Fucked up the vent. God of Sleep 215 for 2. Maddox was hoisted by his own petard.
Retard. He was hoisted by his own retard.
Yes, a retard was hoisted by a petard. And Win for 5. The best wedding gift I could ever ask for is watching this duality of retardation play out in real time. Good showing, boyos. Absolutely.
I have more retards coming. I'll find all 7.
There's all 7. I will find them, and I will claim their gems. Claptrap to the Destroyer for 10. Weekly money give. Y'all always deliver. Thanks, Claptrap. We love you. Dumb username for 5. I think Maddox made the Justin Wang video before Lotex died. He mentioned him, but not his death. Has he been sitting on it for more than a year? Yes, that is confirmed. 3 years. That is like, there are screenshots that are 3 years old. Gora Cero for 10. Vito, stop replying to the haters in the comments section. Even when you're right, you look dumb. Is it just another outlet for Twitter? Speaking of outlets, you forgot to plug the show. Vote it up.
I gotta piss. I'll be right back.
Well, give me the mouse.
You're gonna read more without me?
What else? You want me to just fill time?
Yeah, play like a video or something.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da. I don't know how to. Well, you said don't read super chats. Hey, everybody, how are we doing? Dick's going to the bathroom for some reason. And for some reason, I'm not allowed to read super chats while he's gone, even though he doesn't need to hear every fucking super chat. I'm going to take his keyboard. Da-da-da-da-da. Hey, Maddie. Maddie, the dog is here. Whoa, you know what we can look at, guys? Don't forget, if you really want to make... if you want to make Eric July just furious, the one thing that would absolutely drive him nuts is to head on over to Indiegogo. Let me see. Is this a toucan? Head on over to Indiegogo and get yourself a copy of Super Killer, a superhero comedy for the whole family. You can also go to superkiller.org, learn more about the characters and the world. We're at 76,000. Can you believe it? Beautiful covers, beautiful art. No, it's okay. I get to do my plug. Go buy Super Killer if you haven't. It's going to be great.
Oh, shocker. You were able to plug Super Killer.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. What do you care? Someone has told me that we keep getting tricked into thinking this is way more money than it actually is. So I want to see. ARS 3000.
What the hell? You're in the find box.
To USD.
Now I could be a backseat fucking mouse guy.
Shut up. Okay, so... $8.
$9?
Why does it show up as red?
Fucking ban that guy. Ban you. Chill, man, you're banned.
No, it's Fede Soul Plus.
Fede Soul Plus, you're banned.
ARS 3000, which appears in red, so it makes you think it's a lot. It's actually only $9.
I shit on $9.
So I kept getting excited because it's whenever we get a red one, it's like $50 or $100. This is for $9. Yeah, it's really moronic. Okay, well, thanks for the $9 disguised in some other foreign currency to make us think it's more.
Maybe he lives there, though.
No, I've actually seen these people in the Discord going, hey, you can change your location to troll the show.
You cocksuckers. You will all be banned.
Which I should not have mentioned because now, please don't do that. Between Maddox's new video and the death threats I've been getting from... Also, that lets you access the leave a giant message thing? Dude, that's so broken. So if you want to leave a really long message on somebody's super chat, you just change your fucking local currency.
What?
And then you only got to pay $10 instead of paying the full amount. Between Maddox's new video and the death threats I've been getting from Eric's Christian Lynch Mob on Twitter, this has been the funniest week of the year. Thank you guys. Love the show. By the way, I'm surprised that Maddox didn't talk about Justin's stolen iTunes feed video. He did, yeah, that's the other thing. He completely left out the fact that Justin has made videos on him before. Therefore, he has a huge conflict of interest. Well,
of course he does have a
well, he has like a reason for making it. Yeah, is that it's a guy who hates him. Okay, well, this is a real one. Dick, can you give me a, what do you call it, a drum roll here? From Chillman for 200 Australian dollars, which is the equivalent of 130 US dollars. He says Vito. So that means I get all that money. Thank you, Chillman, for the $130, none of which goes to Dick.
I don't think you want to play that game.
Yeah, right, never mind. That means you get all the bunnies money, which is not good for me. Claptrap to Destroyer for 5. I also forgot bunnies in chat. Thank you, Chillman. Thank you, Claptrap. JJ for 5. Remember the first hint that Isom was a bad comic? It was the jewelry ad.
It was the jewelry ad.
That jewelry ad didn't even print correctly. It was like cut off.
I would cut my own finger off than put
your girlfriend's or your wife's
girlfriend's shit in my
in your comic book. It was so weird that people were defending it. I'm like, bro, there's an Etsy fucking ad in the middle of a comic book. That's the stupidest thing in the world.
Yeah.
God of Sleep 215 for 5 says careful with the thrift store.
Like a giant cock, like Fight Club.
Oh,
that's odd. A giant cock. Well, I'll just get back to this riveting story. This riveting, grounded story about a guy looking for a girl before he goes to hell and fight hell monkeys who are raping his employee.
Oh, God, it really is self-insert. It's about saving your employees. I didn't realize that. ISOM 2 is about loving your employees so much that you have to save them from hell and then give them a job stocking boxes in your fucking warehouse.
Whew.
Wow, that guy's got some fucking problems going on. God of Sleep for 5. Careful with the thrift store. Women will spend all your money and fill every square inch of floor in the house. Just slap shit out of their hands. Dumb username for 2. Biden is slapstick. Trump is a roaster.
Yeah.
Shred for 2010 for $5. Rickety stuff.
Yeah.
Drives me up the wall, especially when one chair leg is slightly shorter than the others. It's like an inconvenient rocking chair.
Fucking rickety as shit, man. That's my whole house. I hate it.
N64 for 10. Dick, can you play the quip or say it in a nasally voice if it's easier? Targeted harassment.
Targeted harassment.
Targeted harassment.
No, it's targeted harassment campaign. Targeted harassment campaign. It's always a campaign.
Just move on.
Like we're fucking Patton.
And literally the only thing was that Wang went, oh yeah, hey Maddox did a speaking gig like 2 months. He posted it was like a 2-month-old clip, right? It wasn't even like an upcoming gig, I don't think.
No, he made fun of a gig he already did.
Yeah.
And then they were going to have him do another one
for getting it canceled next year.
Yeah.
That's the stupidest thing in the fucking world. That whole
We're gonna watch the whole. I'm gonna watch the whole video on a bonus episode of the whole speech.
The video makes it sound like Wang got a speaking engagement canceled that was coming up, when in fact he linked to one that had already happened.
Yeah.
And then next year they didn't invite Maddox back because he fucking sucks at talking.
Yeah.
And is not interesting.
We watched. I just like jumped around to the speech that he gave.
Yeah.
And he's on a panel of actual Hollywood insiders. And he interrupts one of their stories to tell one of his own stories. He's like,
"Oh my God, that's so fucking embarrassing."
He's like, recently, I've been streaming on Twitch and I made $200.
That's so fucking embarrassing.
It's so funny.
They're probably like, well, I just sold a fucking picture to Miramax for $2.5 million.
Yeah, and he's like,
I like to pretend to be a banana on Twitch.
You know, actually, it's funny that you mentioned that because and he's got this like fake ass like, you know, that reminds me of the time that I was pretending to be a fucking cowboy.
When I pretended to be a cowboy.
$200.
What a lot of Hollywood insiders don't know is there's a variety of characters you can pretend to play in the digital space.
I'm like a real cosmic gumbo. I'm like a Conan, a reboot of Conan. I have a cowboy. I have a girl. Even I'm totally friendly with being a trans, you know. I've got a banana. I've got a Dracula. And I know what you're thinking.
I don't know how
I can't even believe it.
Clearly, Justin Wang is the reason this man didn't get invited back. Now, when you're acting as a banana, there's a lot of fruit puns I like to use. For instance, orange, you glad to see me. That I'll usually lead in with that, you know, and people eat that up. So feel free, take notes on that. Snazzy Raz for 20, great episode. Appreciate all the content you guys produced.
It's appealing for everybody.
That's a good one. Yeah. We've got a very good show tonight. Oh, Jacob Cercia for 500 Japanese yen. I'm making my own comic called Moses. It will be about 50 pages and be ready this week. AI generated art, better than I saw.
Oh, cool.
I'm looking forward to it. James Gardner.
Did you see Jism?
I did see Jism.
Wait, let me pull up Jism.
Bring up Jism here.
That was hilarious.
Jism is one of Eric July's lesser-known characters.
Possible to change it to?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, a new character?
Oh, yeah, if he has to change the name, I think Jism could be a good one.
Wait, it's on, what should I
put it on mine, but it's going to be farther down. If you want to go to...
Is that really him?
Somebody told me that there's a video. Yeah, so I guess there's a video that's like a time-lapse video of, here's me in my warehouse. The only thing I ever talk about. Warehouse, warehouse, warehouse. And if you slow it down, because it's a time-lapse video, there's just Eric July being like kind of a chubby piece of shit.
Look at it. He's like a gremlin with all this hair going down his back.
Why is the upper part of his arm gigantic and then he's got like this little chicken wing arm?
This is not gigantic.
Well, it's like, but compared to the rest of his arm, it's like so weirdly disproportionate.
I can't. Yeah, there's so many things it looks like that I'm not allowed to say. but it does look like those things.
Apparently, he will ban you if you post this picture to him. So
ban you
don't
from...
do that. Well, he'll like block you on Twitter because
why? He posted
he put up the video. Yeah. So I don't know why he's upset about it.
Man, he must really hate his wife. Fucking your wife with a body like this?
Look, I don't have a good body,
Gross.
but I also don't tell people.
Yeah, but you don't have a wife that you're fucking sticking it to with this body.
I'll say,
disgusting.
I refuse to engage in any critics unless they can engage in a fitness contest against me. And I was like, well.
You're going to be fitting his body in a new tank top size, buddy. Oh, my God.
Well,
look at this guy.
Once he gets some jism shirts and XXL, he'll be good to go.
Yeah, XXL. Maybe that's why he's got the beard. He just keeps growing the beard out so he doesn't have to see his enormous gut.
See,
is it what I'm saying illegal?
No. I just know that he's watching all of this.
This
and
is disgusting.
I'm worried. I don't know what this man is capable of at this point.
Who? Him or me?
Eric July.
Oh.
I picture a situation where he goes bankrupt.
Yeah, he's going bankrupt.
Sitting on a pile of comics he's not allowed to sell because he fucked up his trademark.
Yeah.
And he goes, well, just to put a keystone on this, me being the ultimate badass thug, he pulls up to my house and I don't know what he does. I don't know.
If Eric came at me, I would shave all that. I would.
You got to get that shaver
I would
ready.
booby trap his back hair.
I'd
get him in a fucking camel clutch.
Yeah.
I fucking end him, blow out that knee real quick.
He's not like a reasonable individual. It's like dealing with a madman.
He's gonna come kill you?
I don't think he's gonna. I don't know. I don't think so.
You don't want to take that off the table?
I don't know what this man is capable of.
Is this the funniest thing ever, or what?
What do we got here?
Look at this. Look at this.
My livelihood. Someone mocking Maddox.
Yeah, and then somebody
Maddox needs to respond. Making light of people going after my income, huh? Are those? And then he mentions his wherever he works. Are those your company values? Do you know you're part of a hate mob that makes fake rape allegations? My livelihood. Jesus, Maddox, come on.
My livelihood.
Just swim towards the shore.
Look,
stop
all the
thrashing.
capitalization is
I
the
know,
same.
he's
So why did he copy and paste it and then put an exclamation point? Why did he do that? My livelihood.
Just make a video about how kids can't draw. You know, like their drawings are really bad.
Yeah,
and you're better at drawing than them. Like you would never draw a fire truck like that.
Yeah, because it's a hairy.
Because it's a hairy fire truck.
I can't find it.
Can you search for Jism? JISOM.
Do I want to search for Jism on Twitter?
Well, you found
right
it.
there.
So. I think this is how he could go with it. Yeah, this is the way to take it.
He is that fat. His arms aren't that big.
He's chasing money. His hat says gay ops, so we know what he's fighting against.
Gay?
Yeah, he's going to take down all. He's going to fight against Rabbit Man.
Look at all the money.
Have we shown? I mean, we have not shown
all this cum all over him.
Show that
all over
bunny
his, if
picture.
he broke into my house and tried to attack me, I would jack off and cum all over his beard.
He's got jism powers,
Eric,
man.
if you ever fucked with me, if you try to break into my house and fucking kill me with your booty assassins, I would jack off and cum on your beard, you fat weirdo. You are weird, not me.
He's gonna break into my house and kill me. Something bad's gonna happen.
You fucking moved the browser.
Well, it was up there. Everybody could see the picture.
But they couldn't see me talking about.
Whatever. They could hear you talking about it. I'm sorry they couldn't see you talking about jizzing on his beard.
Eric even puts 1 foot in my house.
Yeah.
Cum right in his beard. I'm even gonna start saving up cum so I could blast cum in his beard so the smell will never go away. He'll just smell my cum all the time until he shaves his beard.
Eric, please don't come to my house. Please leave me alone.
Eric, you fucking come to my house.
Eric, can I just please?
Eric, you're fine. It's on. Game on.
We already made fun of your comic.
I'm going to turn your beard into a fleshlight and fuck it and then cum in it.
I got to wait for Yaira or Alpha. I don't even have another comic to make fun of.
I won't even be thinking about Yaira. I'll be thinking about you while I do it.
Why don't we just put those feud aside until your next comic comes out or my comic comes out?
I've been trying to put it aside the whole time.
I know.
I never have done anything. He just keeps attacking me for no reason.
I know.
Just because his comic sucks.
Yeah. Well, you know, we'll see.
Do you think that's funny? That I'll come in his beard. Do you think that threatening to sue me is as funny as that?
I don't know. This whole situation's complicated now.
Why would Nick Rickety be friends with someone who says they're gonna, if they get attacked in their home, they'll come in their beard?
Yeah, why would he be friends with someone like that? It's a very serious thing that you're saying.
A sick, demented individual.
I could not imagine being friends with a man who joke in such a way.
I'm not joking. I will.
Okay.
If Eric July attacks me in my house, if he does it at night, a 100% chance that I'm hard.
Yeah.
And I'll come immediately while I'm fucking his beard and jacking off with his beard.
Okay. Why do I know I'm going to see this clip on Rip a Goalposts in about 20 minutes after the show ends?
All I'm saying is, a normal person comes in my house, executed.
Okay.
Shot with a gun.
Sure.
Criminal. Eric July comes to my house, getting cum on the beard.
Okay.
Coming all over the beard.
It's not how I would handle it, but, to each, a man's castle must be defended.
On the lip, not on the lip. Not on the upper lip part, just in the beard part. Not in the mustache. Okay. Just in the beard part.
Oh, I hear you.
I'm going to get on the underside.
I understand the concept. I understand. Keep going. Jesus Christ. Go up.
Why is everyone fucking encouraging me this behavior?
No one is encouraging this. This is all in your mind. Okay? Let's see. James Garter.
Riley, this is where Riley gets it from. I'm a horrible role model. That's why this is. I just realized my behavior is where Riley gets his attitude from.
We've taught a lot of young men how to act on the internet.
This is how you act.
They've learned a lot of bad lessons from your side of the table. Okay? Whatever you've taken away from
Why
Dick.
you have that big, beautiful beard if you don't want me to come in it?
All right. James Garter for 20. Bunny's just hippity hop. Eric calls gay ops and cops. Pigeon Saw for 20. Bunny. Jay Thompson for 5. Kind of ironic that Comicsgate criticized mainstream for pretending to like each other's stuff and saying it was the best ever without reading any. It's a little bit of hypocrisy. I like some Comicsgate guys, but some of them are like have Eric's dick in their mouth and won't take it out of there.
Yeah, because Eric's going to threaten to fucking sue them and get his cum beard all over them.
MSG enthusiast for $6.99 Canadian. Eric July doesn't shave his shoulders as a statement. What that statement could be is anyone's guess, but there's no way he's not aware of those shoulder pubes.
He's like a woman with unshaved armpits.
Shaving your shoulders, I guess it could be difficult, but if everyone's giving you shit for it at this
What's
point.
your fucking wife for then, man? Get that bitch back. Bitch, shave my fucking
shoulders. Take some of that $2.3 million, go to the barbershop, tell them to wax you down. Get a wax. Pervy Light Ghost, give me a drum roll here, Dick. For $100, it's the Billion Bunny March. Billion Bunny March is on. Bunny. Thank you, Pervy Light Ghost. Cheeto 605. Long live the Million Bunny Army.
Billion, not million.
Yeah, billion. What is that? Is it a spaceship? Oh, it's a cigarette. Bunny stapler. What is that? It looks like a stapler.
Clip?
Bunny.
I don't think that's a stapler.
It doesn't make any sense.
Smoke, bunny.
Smoking bunny. Is that chopsticks? Chopsticks.
Maybe. I don't know.
Can you right click it and find out?
I think it's gay porn.
Inspect. You know what? This is a waste of everyone's time. I'm going to say it's chopsticks. Where the hell are we? Oh, here we are. Pervy Light Ghost for 5 says,
My livelihood.
Koo for 2. You're welcome, Vito. Thank you for not killing yourself. Thank you, Koo.
My livelihood.
Visualizer for 2. Bunny, Diamond, Turtle.
Yes.
Michael Winning for 2. The tortoise and the hare. Oh,
together.
Absolutely. United for I'm surprised that's never been done before. Like a turtle, hare. And I'm sure somebody's
Tango
done
and Cash.
But Utah-based Armenian for 5. Less than a month after attacking Nick Fuentes, Vito started a literal holy war with a church against a black guy. Is he a fat plagiarist or just fat?
Oh.
I'm going to say just fat. DK367 for 10 Australian. Please get Taylor for PK on again. We like Taylor. We'll have him back on. I need to go back on PKA. Preston S for 2. Wee. Luca D's nuts for another 10. Thanks for reading my super chat from last week, guys. Thanks you.
20. Okay. Still $80 short.
No, he's giving us $120 so far. Thank you, Luca. You little money grower, motherfucker. Venture Tim for $4.99. TBF, the biggest review, is a terrible name for your movie review episodes. It doesn't make sense. Everybody left comments on there saying, I like the name The Biggest Review. It makes sense. That's a good name. You're retarded.
I read those comments. If I had a YouTube, I would go respond to all those guys. Tell me they're dumb.
Heather Smith is here for 2. Hi, Heather S. How dare you go after his livelihood?
And my employees are going to get fired because no one buys my comics.
All of you, both of these gem holders.
Get fucked. I don't give a fuck about your stupid livelihood.
I don't know. I'm too charming for 15.
I'm not talking about your head getting blown off like Vito.
Well, no, I don't want to blow anyone's head off. That's not what I said. I'm saying specifically I don't want that. I'm too charming for 15. Stop it. What would you guys' last meal be before being sentenced to death for gay hops? Help me not get sentenced by building my meme defense at Eric July Arm Hair. Follow at Eric July Arm Hair on Twitter. I've been having fun.
Eric's Arm Hair. That's what.
Although I'm going to say that, and then you're going to start another fucking lawsuit, and they're going to go, "Oh, see, he said follow him on Twitter. That means they're basically contracted employees or something."
Yeah, who cares?
It's such bullshit. This.
Yeah, I told that guy to email him. Fuck you.
No,
I don't give a shit. Suck my cock.
I have nothing to do with it.
I thought it'd be funny, and
Stop
it is.
Stop.
I did it so I would get Patreons
didn't.
to my show. Fuck you. Fucking blow me.
Whatever. I have no awareness of this. I have nothing to do with this.
I texted that guy and said,
Okay,
"Yeah, fucking email.
sure.
Here, I'm gonna write you the whole thing. Send this.
Disavow.
Send it.
I disavow.
If you don't like it, fucking blow me. I don't fucking care. Fuck you.
Oh my god. This is never gonna end, and
Put
it's gonna be your fault. Okay. What would our last meal be? I don't know, a nice big plate of pasta or something. No, I'd have a nice steak. I'm gonna get steak this weekend, I think.
Oh, yeah?
Depending on the weigh-in. Let's see. Let's see how we feel.
Oh, yeah, the weigh-in.
It's coming up.
Yeah.
Brian David for 10. Oh, shit, I never catch the show live. This is long overdue. Thank you, Brian
Thanks,
David.
Brian.
Cool
It's
for
not
2.
an excuse, though.
Greater volume displacement equals more buoyancy. Makes sense to me.
Okay.
Boochman X for 10. Biggest problem in the universe is ALS. Not being able to play Magic and Mega Man sucks. Vito, much love from Western Mass.
Fucking sucks.
You can't play Magic with ALS?
Because you're all fucking goofy.
Play it with your feet.
Here's my fucking mana.
Don't they have don't they have robot stuff now? So you can kind of use a mouse and shit better. It stabilizes your shit.
Yeah, they got robots and stuff.
Play that Magic Arena. It's really good. The virtual version.
God, that would suck.
Much love, Western Mass. Yeah, I get it. Hey, at least you're not blind. You know? That's worse, right?
What?
Then you can't see movies.
Well, how bad is this ALS?
I don't know.
If you're blind, you can go oh, nice to meet you. Oops, sorry, I grabbed your boobs there.
Yeah. I don't know.
You don't have to see everything.
I guess there's
how fat
different.
everyone is.
There's different things. God of Sleep, 215 for 2. Billion Bunny Bounce. Bunny. Small goals for 5. I do miss when this was about trending topics, not your inter-creator drama. I literally brought up fucking congressional term limits.
No, fuck you. Everyone thinks this is hilarious.
Yeah, everyone's having fun. Fuck you.
I'm getting my gem. I don't care.
Okay, let's put it this way.
What it costs.
When we have record viewing numbers and the Patreon is going up and you're the guy going I wish we could get back to volcanoes and earthquakes and real problems. It's you know what? The rest of the audience has spoken, man. They're enjoying it.
Yeah.
We got a mix.
What did he say about me?
You got a mix. If you guys were perfect, Vito would be skinny and Dick would have a new book.
If we were perfect?
No.
Oh, you're like an Eric July fan, you think?
I have no idea.
If you guys were, what do you mean if we're perfect?
If you guys were perfect, Vito would be skinny and Dick. I think he's saying that's what his ideal version of the show. I don't know.
I think he's saying we're being judgmental of Eric July
I think he's
or
saying,
Maddox.
oh, we're creating too much. We're being too critical. And
I've done nothing. I've done absolutely nothing except explicitly I told that guy to email ISOM and tell them that their trademark was being violated.
And I know you
Vito, I don't fucking care.
I know you don't. But I get lumped into it and they go and they go
after me.
Yeah, no, they go after me. They don't go after you because they know you don't care. So they go after me because I go, fuck, man, I got a bunch of fucking people and they all keep emailing me and telling me to fuck around. God. All right? They know it gets to me. So they go at me. World-renowned GeoHound for 5. You two always make my weekend. Remember to check out my online besties.
You got to set him up so they clip that shit, and then everyone says, well, that's a lie. He's obviously fucking around.
Yeah.
Why would you do that?
I don't.
That's how you whittle away at them.
But that's all they do is they lie and take shit out of context.
Yeah.
It does. Yeah, you can't give them anything.
It's a trillion-year war, man.
Yeah, okay.
We're going after Xenu next.
Let's take him out.
He's got the gems.
Regardless, I'm going to read this whole one. You two always make my weekend. Remember to check out my online besties Warhammer channel at My Hammer, M-A-I Hammer. You two are the Seinfeld of edgy podcasts. Wow, what?
Good.
What a accolade. The Seinfeld.
Why would you shit on that?
I'm not shit. It's just it's kind of oh, okay.
What?
Seinfeld's a little dated at this point.
You're too good for that compliment?
No, it's just a weird
What's better than Seinfeld?
Well, because saying you're the Seinfeld of podcasts means that like the podcast is over. You
what
know?
if he had said like you two are the child porn of edgy podcasts?
That would be
you say
terrible,
that's
and
amazing?
I'm glad they didn't say that. Why don't you name like you guys? What's like a popular rock band right now? You guys are the Imagine Dragons.
You guys are the Jinx.
Yeah, you
we
guys
are
the
Jinx of edgy podcasts.
2 for 2. Please do a My Livelihood shirt. What do you think? It's not a bad one.
I own that though.
You should get a little like caricature of Maddox.
I had to keep on cucking.
Livelihood. Keep on cucking was good.
Yeah,
I like that. Visualizer for 2. Take some lock and load for Eric. Sarah Miller's husband, Mr. Miller, for 2. What's the cost for non-Eric July individuals? On the John for 2 has an emoji of a purple man. And Coup for 2, Vito, would you rather Eric or Maddox sue you?
Yeah.
Maddox, because he has no money. So
you're afraid of money.
Would be
all right.
over.
Let's do the weigh-in. I got a witness over there.
I don't need a witness. Where's the
I need a witness. I think it's out in the hall. I'll fill time by plugging Superkiller. You can get Vito's comic, superkiller.org, at superkiller.org today. You can still buy it. You can still... Don't use her fucking name, you shithead. Where the fuck is that? Vito, come here. He has the scale. Jesus Christ. Thank you all for listening. Yeah, am I Kramer or Jerry? The results of the poll are in. According to the audience, who can do more push-ups, Maddox or Null from Kiwi Farms? Maddox got 42%. Null got 58%. I do think Null could do more push-ups than Maddox, but it's a close one. What is it?
298.2.
What?
That's what I said.
What? Do it again. Do it again. It's the same. It's the same both times.
Yes.
Okay, come in here. Oh my God, Vito, get in here. Come back. I believe you. Hold on.
298.2.
Vito, get in here. Get in here. Get in here. Sit down. Oh, you have to put your... Well, Jesus Christ. Your pants are off.
I forgot. I left
Why don't you take your shirt off?
Well, because I didn't want to take the shirt off.
298.2?
Vito did get naked.
So that's like what? Like 6-7 pounds?
From last time?
Because it was 306.
That's 10 pounds from last time.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
298.
Yeah, you were at 308.
Was I?
Yes, you went from 310.4 to
306,
then up to 308, and now you're at 298.
Okay, so that's good.
It's great. You've lost.
I've just been drinking water.
12.2 pounds.
Mostly.
Oh, that's it? Okay. I think you would have lost about 40 pounds if you'd just been drinking water.
So that's pretty good.
All right. You've only got 27.8 pounds to go.
Yeah. Hey, if it keeps going down, that's good.
Yeah.
All right.
Vito loses. What are you at right now? VitoLoses.com. You're at $780.
And we got 3 months left.
95 days.
Okay.
So you've got to lose, let's see, 95.
We have a witness, by the way, so I didn't fuck around.
I believe him. What do you have, 20?
What was I supposed to lose, 30 pounds?
12.2 pounds.
So I'm 3 pounds behind, because it was supposed to be 5 pounds every weigh-in.
Yeah, so you need to, I'm just going to use the computer to do this. I don't want to do math. 30 minus 12.2. Okay, that's how many pounds? You got 18 pounds to lose in 90 days?
Yeah.
You've got to lose
So that's like
0.2 pounds a day.
Okay. Well, I'll have to get...
And then you get $800
and then all
at
right.
VitoLoses.com.
Well, at least I didn't go up again, because that was the worst.
You lost a ton of weight.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Honestly, I don't know if you... Like, I looked at my face in the mirror and I went, Hey, I think something's going on. I think it's working a little bit.
See,
I'm starting to slimming down a little bit.
Oh.
A little bit of. I'm going to get that Ozempic face. I want that Ozempic face where it's like, hey guys, I've been really losing a lot of weight.
You look great.
Thank you.
You're going to be the skinny guy on the show.
Oh, the skinny guy on the show. Yeah, guys, just don't drink juice and lemonade and soda.
Juice.
And I tried that Prime energy drink, and it tastes pretty good. And it's only 10 calories.
Oh.
So I might be able to replace my Mountain Dew habit.
Or just do cocaine.
There's
no calories.
We're on track. And I have also been like weighing myself a little, because before I was like, let me make it a surprise, and now I'm like,
because you were afraid.
I was afraid.
Yeah, you didn't want to look at it.
But now I've been looking at it, and I'm like, okay, it's kind of working.
So you knew already before you came.
Well, I didn't know it was that much.
Who?
So yeah, that's good.
Yeah, good job.
Thank you.
I'm proud of you.
The audience now doesn't have to feel as, because last month everyone's like, wow, that was the most disappointing thing ever. You went up 2 pounds, you fucking retard.
Everyone knew you would fail though.
But now but I told you my body was, getting into the spirit of things.
No.
Fuck you guys. Guys, biggestproblem.show. Vote on all the problems. Don't forget patreon.com/biggestproblem. We got a couple more super chats here at Luco D's Nuts.
Fucking too late.
$50.
Too fucking late.
Another $50. Can you believe? Hit refresh one more time. Come on.
Reading super chats all night.
We're good. We got it. Thank you, Luca. Thank you, everybody. Thank everybody except Eric July. Leave me alone.
I definitely want to thank Eric July for writing the worst comic ever in history.
Congrats on the W, Vito. Thank you, Koof.
50 towards the full 100.
It's not that I
still $30 short.
You did thank you for all the donations.